Well, hello everyone. Happy New Year. This is Dave here, and something we kind of do regularly on New Year's Eve is just have a good time playing some games. The wife has already crashed. She's had some family drama tonight, so she's sleeping it off. And so that leaves me down here by myself to play some games and hang out with you guys. So I appreciate you coming by. I know it's been a busy night on YouTube. A lot of people on here tonight. Let's just face it, not a lot of us go do things on New Year's. It just happens. I have got a very unique night planned here. Hopefully, I can pull it all off here, okay? But I do have a very interesting night of things here. A lot of gaming going on. I got some games I'm going to play tonight that you've never heard of, I think. I got some games I haven't played in a while, and I got some games that are just going to be a little off the beaten path here tonight, okay? So just sit back and enjoy it tonight. I hope you do. I got a couple of new games that I've never seen the channel before. At least one hasn't, I don't think. And I got a whole bunch of things going on here tonight. So let's just get right into it, okay? And I want to thank everybody for coming by. And yeah, Phoenix, I saw you on tonight. I was trying to wait till everybody was done, but that's just not going to work. Everyone's on tonight, so um, but anyway, thanks for coming by, Forrest and Scott and Phoenix. Good to see you. And Larry comes by, and Rowdy, Joe as well, and Dave, and Barbara comes by. And so you're sitting there to yourself, Dave, what do you got going on here tonight? And the up man comes by. It is Ben here. Yes, Ben, we saw you. We saw you changing everything here. You're screwing us all up, Ben. Blaine and Gun the Beer. Is it go Gunther Beer? Gunther Beer. Oh, it was Gunther Beer. Yeah, okay. And yes, it was Phoenix Knight who donated the inside pitch. That was so nice of him. That really was. I tell you, we're still getting, as Brian comes by, we're still getting feedback from the Christmas show, and I'm kind of hoping everybody enjoyed it, and not just for the gifts, but just for the idea of that we all had a good time hanging out. And some people donated, some people won. The feedback has been unbelievable. It really has. So I appreciate all that. Um, let's see. Oh, and the Ump Man's gonna get some D2D stuff. Yeah, the Cafe Press has still got our stuff up there. That's where I bought all the mugs. I sent out all my mugs. I think they've all been delivered, all but one. I think they've all been out there. So we'll see. Okay, so let's just get down to the table. Show you what I'm excited about this. I really am. All right, so here's the first thing. Here is the first thing. So let me get this out of the way and show you what we got going on. So well, let's do this. I'm all over the place here. We'll make this work. All right, let's go overhead. All right, so you guys know, right? Baseline basketball, right? John Turnbull's game. I think this is my favorite game of his is baseline basketball. Okay. Well, he come out with a fictional set of teams, like a lot of teams. So what he did, I think he come out with a new way of doing fictional, and you can roll to get all the ratings in a team. I just don't know if I couldn't be bothered with it or not. But he put out some team names, and I just grabbed some of them. And so I rolled dice, and I looked on his chart of 100, and I picked out 6 teams after rolling the dice. And I have no idea what their qualities are, if they're good teams or bad teams. I just picked 6 random teams, and this is what I come up with here, using his logos, by the way, on his on his video. So in my new league, okay, and this is all teams from Ohio. So this is going to be the OBA. How about that? The OBA. I don't have a league yet. We're going to call it the OBA. So please welcome the first team to the OBA. Playing in the North Division, we have the Cleveland Rockers. The Cleveland Rockers are our first team. They will be playing in the North Division. Also, in the North Division, we have the Akron White Walls. Yeah. And our third team in our expansion year in the North Division, it's going to be the Toledo Glass. So that's who's representing us in our North Division. We have 3 teams in the North Division. Okay. And these are all just random teams. I have no idea how good or how bad they are. I just rolled the dice and picked some teams off the list and put some logos on there. These are the logos that John did. I added colors just because I like colors, so that's what I did. So we have Cleveland, Akron, and Toledo. They will be in the North Division. Now, in the South Division, we have the Dayton Flyers. Yeah, they're going to be wearing the blue and the red this year. And then we have the Canton Pigskins. They'll be in the orange and black. And probably my favorite color scheme for Columbus, Columbus will be wearing the kind of the New Orleans Saints there, that kind of that old gold with the black. And this will be our South Division. So the idea is to play some games, and I'll play one right now. And so it'll be basically 3 games a week because we have 6 teams. So we'll play 3 games a week. And then I don't know how long the schedule will go, but I'll just out of the 2 divisions, I'll take the top 2 teams. They'll play it out, and then we'll have a championship, and we'll think about expansion after that. So that is the idea behind this. Johnson, look at the point differential below points and against for team strength. So point differential, okay, -2, 4, 6. And we have 4 minus 12. Oh, no, Akron's not that good, right? And then 10. Okay, so it gives me an idea who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. Let's start with a game in the North, right? Well, let's take let's just start with the North. All right, so we're going to start with the North, and we're going to play a game here, and I just kind of play the easy way. Okay, hopefully I don't screw this up. Again, this is New Year's Eve, so no matter how I play it, I'm still playing it right as far as I'm concerned. All right, so let's start with maybe a mismatch of the night. We have Toledo Glass and the Akron White Wall. So that's who's going to be playing our first game here. And we're going to have Akron be at home, okay, just because I feel bad for them with a -12. But that's what I wanted here. I wanted to see how we did. So, all right, let me get my thing out of the way here. So we'll have Toledo and Akron. So you might not be able to see the chart over here, but I'll do my best to keep my scores here. All righty, so the road team is Toledo. Holy Toledo. So Toledo's on the road, and the home team, so Toledo, and then Akron. All righty, so this is our very first game of the OBA with my brand new fictional teams that I borrowed from John, but I got a little bit lazy. And at Firestone Arena. Good job. I'm going to put that on here at Firestone Arena. It's the white walls and the glass. So now, I think how we do this is we need to come up with I think it's our TSA number. So here's what I'm going to do, okay? And this is how Dave's going to do it. So we have our offense of 4, our defense of 8. That gives us 12. I divide by 2, and that's 6. So I think that's what it is, okay? So you take your offense and your defense, you add it together, and then divide by 2. So that's going to be 12, okay? So I'm going to put in 6. That gives us 6. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So what I have here is I have 12 slots. So I'm going to take my 12-sided die. I do have a 12-sided die here, don't I? I had a 12-sided die. Yes, I do have 12-sided die. Okay. As Michael comes by, thanks for coming by. And I like that. Firestone Arena. I like that. Scott, so you're so smart. You're so smart. So what I do is I have my 6 points, and I'm going to figure out what column they're going to go in and how many. Okay. And I will allow up to 3. Okay, 1, 2, or 3 till I get to the 6. So 1, 2, or 3 will be 1, 2, or 3. 4, 5, or 6 will be 1, 2, or 3. And my buddy Ray comes by. Ray, hope you're feeling better. I know you're kind of getting over some things over there, but hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, we're staying home tonight. No drama. And so that's what we're going to do here. Micah comes by. The Ohio Baseball Federation. Yeah, I have all Ohio teams. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Thanks for coming by, Michael. All righty, so here we go. We're going to roll the dice and figure out what slot they go in. All right, so in slot 11, we're going to add 1 point. So I'm going to come over here to slot 11. Oh, that's late in the game. So we're going to have our total score adjustment be 1. So you see how we did that? Slot 11 is 1. Let's go. I get 5 more points to hand out. So we're going to have in number 6, I get 2. Number 6, total adjustment is 2. Let's continue on. In 4, I have 1. So that gives me 4. So I have 2 more points to hand out. 2 more points. So I will hand out those 2 points in column. No, I already did a column 4. And I have column 8. So 2 points in column 8. So as you can see here, so I doled out my 6 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's where they're going to go. I believe that is correct. Again, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. All righty, now for the home team, your Akron White Walls. So they have a 5 and they have a 5. So that's a 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we have 5 points to hand out. And now, they're going to get the home court advantage. And how many points are they going to get? So again, what I do is I roll the decider die to see if they're going to get home court advantage and if it's going to be 1, 2, or 3 points. Again, just kind of how I do it. So they will get home court advantage, and that'll be 2 points. So that 5 is going to turn into a 7. So actually, they have a slight advantage here. All right, so let's figure out where we're going to put those points. All righty. So we're going to put 3 points in column 6. All right, so I got 4 to go. And in column 1, I'm going to put 2. No, 1. I got 1 in column 1. 1 in column 1. So that leaves me 3 points. In column 6, I already did. So column 9, we're going to do 1. So that's 5. So I get 2 more points to hand up. And so it's going to be all those going to go into it. We already did a column 6. We already did a column 6. And in column 7, we'll put the other 2. So I have 5, 6, 7. All righty. I am ready to roll now, right? Okay. So now this is our first ever OBA game. The OBA, the OBA. All right, so it's the Toledo Glass and the Akron White Walls. And I need my offensive and defensive die, so I need that. And then I need 3 die of the same color, which I already have in here. Very nice. Okay. All righty. Oh, don't even start. I don't even know what that means, John. I don't even want to know what that means. So let's just, seriously, I don't know what it means. I don't want to know. All right, so we start with Holy Toledo here. And I'm not going to get too crazy keeping track of everything here. But let's see what we got here. So we have, it's going to be on the offense. So it's going to be offense. And I have 9. And that result, offense 9. It's going to be paint. All right, so I think paint is pretty good. So now I need 2, right? So we'll go white the other way. Actually, I could roll them all at once, couldn't I? I might just do that. So we have offensive paint, 12. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 15. So right off the bat, 15 points for the Toledo Glass. So they're off to a big start here in Akron. Oh, boy. All righty. So we got here, we have a, that was a 3. We have a defense, so it's going to come over here on the defense. So we have 6, 8 on the defense. That's going to be free throw. And yeah, I think I'm doing this right. So defense, free throw 6. Oh, 3 points. Oh, not plus 1 is 4. So it's 15-4 right out of the gate here for Toledo. And already the Akron fans want their money back here. All right, so if you're a season ticket holder, please, it will get better. It's an expansion year. Well, it's an expansion year for everybody, right? All right, so back to Toledo. And it's going to be offense again. So we have offense 6. That's going to be free throw. And free throw 9 is 7 points. All right, so there's really no adjustments here on the scoreboard. So they get 22. So back to Akron. And let's go. It's going to be offense for them. And an offense 9. Oh, that's going to be paint. And paint 11 is 13 points. So no adjustment here. 13 points. All righty. So it looks like it's 22-17 right now. So we come to the last segment of the first quarter. And the Toledo Glass will roll again. Offense again. Boy, their offense is really kind of doing the job here tonight here at the Firestone Arena. And so we have offense 11. That's going to be paint. Paint 11 is 14. So if my math is correct, we have 36 points, right? So we have 15 and 14 is 29. So they got 36 points here in the first quarter. What league was this, Ray? This is actually a fictional league, right? It's a fictional league. That John Turnbull here, he's the creator of Baseline Basketball, and today he just released some fictional teams, and that's what I'm playing here tonight. Some fictional teams here just for fun. I got a 6-team league that I started all out of Ohio. So this was not based on any particular league. This is all completely fantasy. All right, so we have defense 6. So defense 6 is free throw. Free throw 8 is 5. Oh boy. So we have 9. So we have 22. So at the end of the first quarter here in Akron, it is the visitors 36 and the home team 22. And I think I'm doing this correctly. All right, so let's continue on as we go into the second quarter here. So we have offense over here, and offense looks like 15 is going to be paint. Paint 9 is 12 more points. Paint 9 is 12 more points. Plus the 1 is going to be 13. So they're just running away with this here. Yeah, I should probably total this here so I don't screw myself up, right? So 13 points, that'll be 49, right? 49. Okay. And so now we have a defensive check here. Bob, I don't want to know what it is. I don't want to know. I've held off a long time. I'm holding off. I don't want to know what it is. Message me on Facebook. Defense 14. Oh, that's going to be paint. And defense paint 6 is 8. And that's all that we have here. So 30. So 49 to 30 here. Here we go. And now we have defense. So it's going to be foul. The first time it's going to come off the defense over here that I can remember. Oh, you notice the corners are rounded, by the way? You see that? See the corners are rounded? All right, so Akron for defense is going to come over here. We have a defense 3. Free throw. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Free throw. Free throw 7 is 5 points. So not very good at all on the 5. So that brings them up to what? 54 points, correct? So that gives Akron a chance to get back in this game. So it's going to be defense, though, and a defense 14. That's going to be paint. Paint 9 is, well, that's 11. That's not bad at all. So 11 points, so that gets them to 41. So they made up some distance here. They were down by 19, and now they're down by 13 only. All right, each team's adding points here in round 6, as you can see. And this will be the end of the half. So it's going to be offense 11, paint. Offense 11, paint 3 is only 4 points, though. Oh, boy. So not good, but they'll get to 6 here on top of that. So that'll give them 60 points at the half. And now a chance for them to come back. They can get more than 4. They might wiggle themselves back into this game, but it's off the defense. A defense 10. Free throw 2 is nothing. Oh, man, but they get to 3 here, so they'll add 3, but that is not good. So at the half, as you can see, it is Toledo 60 and the Akron White Walls 44. Well, we knew it would be a tough season for Akron with that minus 12 differential, but someone has to be the last place team that doesn't make the playoffs, right? All righty. So let's continue here. So we're going to go into the third quarter. And it's going to be defense, and the defense is going to be 14. Defense 14 is going to be paint. Defense paint 8 is 11 points. So that gets them up to 71. All righty. And now we're going to go defense over here, and defense 15 is paint. Paint 10 is going to be good for 12 points. Plus the 2 is 14. So that gets them up to 58, right? 71 to 58. And now we got, okay, so it's going to be defense 14. It's going to be paint. And paint 6 is 9 points. Plus the 2 is back to 11. So 82 now. All right, can they get more than 11 here? Joshua, good to see you, Joshua. From the van. Calling from the van. 14 again. 14 defense is paint, and paint 6 is only 8 points. So they fell behind a little bit. So that gives them, what, 66, right? All right, end of the third quarter. This is the set with the fewest points. That's okay. That's okay. We don't want craziness here. This is the I think it was the first one. The offensive set 1 is what I'm using. Okay, offense 14, paint. Offense paint 6 is 9 points. So that gives them, was that 91, right? So 91. Let's see if they can come back here. Come on, White Walls. Come on, White Walls. Offense 13, paint 8, 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So that gets them 77. So at the end of 3, it's 91-77 for the Toledo Glass. All righty. Fourth quarter, big fourth quarter. They need a big fourth quarter. Here we go. Toledo, can they put them away? Offense 12, paint 11 is 14 points. So that's going to be 101. That's 105, right? 105. So they are cruising here in their opening game. The opening game of the OBA, the OBA. Offense is going to be 10 for free throw, and a free throw 9 is 6 points. Yeah, boy. So they're starting to slip here. So that'll get them, what, 83. So it's 105 to 83 coming down the stretch here. And it's going to be an offense 12, paint 5, 8 points, plus the 1 is 9. So that'll get them up to 114, right? Oh boy, they're just kind of whitewashing the White Walls here. Now we go defense 7, free throw 7, 4. 114 to 87 with 1 roll left. And it's going to be offense 9. Oh, paint 6 is 9. And so that's what, 123. And yeah, there won't be any overtimes here, Shaq. That's for sure. Not with the White Walls. Be interesting if they can even win a game. All righty, so offense though, 11 is paint. Paint 9 is 11 points. And that brings it up to, what, 98. So the final score in our first ever OBA game, it is the Toledo Glass 123 and the Akron White Walls 98. So that is the quick look at my fictional set. Again, this is something John created, and I just grabbed a bunch of teams. And that was fun. That was fun. Again, let me show you the other teams that I'll be playing later on at some point. So we have the Cleveland Rockers, the Dayton Flyers, the Canton Pigskins, and the Columbus Explorers. So those are my 6 teams here. And that is the first ever game of the OBA here on the channel. What do you say? Let's continue on. Shall we continue on with our gaming extravaganza? Okay, so what do we want to do up next? Well, let's just go with what's on the top here. We'll whittle our way down. We got some really unique stuff here tonight, by the way. This is not going to be just your standard gaming things here. Okay. Up next, we have some VSU football. That's right, VSU football. And I got the rules of the game right here in case I need them. And this is just a quick play football game. And so we're going to roll six-sided die, I believe, here. Okay, so let's go down to the field. All right, so we're going to play some VSU football. All righty. Let me take down some of my Irish here so it's not so bright. Okay. And Tony C comes by, loves the corners. Anybody know which rounder that is? Yes, we gave one away. It's right on Amazon. It's the I don't know. What's this called here? It's the Codemaro Pro. That's what it is right here. The Codemaro Pro. It's like $20. Well worth it. I think I have a couple of them because I use them so much. All righty, so we're gonna play some football here, and how you do this game is you have an offense. That's how many dice you roll. You roll the dice, and then you subtract or add whatever the other defense is. So let's play. How about we do Dallas Tampa Bay? How about that, right? Let's just start with a slaughter. All right, so we're gonna put Dallas and Tampa Bay. All righty. So the Dallas offense is 8, and the Tampa offense is 5. The opponent defense is 0, and the opponent defense is -2. And there is a 3-point home field advantage for the home team. So I need 8 six-sided dice. And we're just going to add them all up. So 2, 4, 6, 8. How about that? Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 8 six-sided die. And we're just going to add them all up. And there's going to be no adjustment. So whatever the score is the score. So here we go. Oh, look at this. So we have 12, 18, 20, 28. So it looks like Dallas gets 28 points. And so their final score is 28. There is an overtime if you need to. All right, so Tampa Bay only gets 5 dice, and they will subtract 2. So they're going to need a lot of rolls. They're going to need a lot of 5s and 6s to get back in this game. Nope. So we have 2, 5, 10, 13 minus 2 is 11. And for the sake of football, we're going to round it down to 10. So their score, what do you say it was? 13 minus 2 is 11. We're going to call that a 10. So the final score here in Tampa Bay, it is Dallas 28 and Tampa Bay 10. That's where we are right now. Let me kind of drop myself down out of the way so you can see some of the scores here. All righty. Let's try an AFC game, and we'll see how they do. So this is 1980. So we're going to try. Oh, you know what's always a good game is Cincinnati, Cleveland. So we're going to go Cincinnati at Cleveland. Oh, I forgot to add the 3, didn't I? So that's 13 minus 2 is 11 plus 3 is 14. So that should have been 14. My bad. I forgot the 3. So that 11 is 14 if I really want to get that. 14. So 28 to 14. All right. So Cincinnati Bengals, their offense is 4.5, which means you roll a die and you kind of cut it in half, kind of sort of thing, if you will. Okay. In Cleveland is 6.5. The Cleveland defense is -2. The Cincinnati defense is -1. All righty. So we need to roll 4. And we're going to have this one be the half die. All right. So let's roll for Cincinnati. So again, the gold is the half die. So they have 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. So they will get 11 minus 2 is 9. So they only get 9. Cleveland has 6.5. So we'll throw all this in, keeping the brown die or the gold die, if you will, as our half. And here we go. So, so they'll get the full 3 out of that. So we have 10, 14, 18, 21, 22, 23. Minus 1 is 22. Plus 3 is 25. We're going to call that 24. Give it a football score. And so Cleveland will hang on for the 24-9 win. Let's get a really high flying team here. New England. Okay. New England will play here. They are 8. And their defense is minus 1. And we're going to have them play the Jets. Yes, we are. The New York Jets. And the Jets are 5.5. Oh, sorry. Down over here. New York Jets. So the Jets are 5.5, and their defense is plus 4. Not looking good for the Jets. Jets. So 2, 4, 6, 7. And we'll go another one over here. 8. So we're going to roll 8 dice. 8 dice. 8 dice. Here we go. So New England rolls here. So we have 10, 11, right? 15, 20, 26, 31 plus 4. So they will get 35. So New England with a big 3-5 going into New York. So the Jets roll 5.5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the half die. So let's take a look and see how the Jets do at home. Okay, so they have 4, 7, 8, 10, 16, 17, 18, minus 1 will be 17, plus 3 is 20. So the final score here, it's New England 35 and the Jets 20. And that is VSU football. And that's a Chris White game. And it's very fun. He's actually just released a book, so you can get all these seasons in a book form. So I need to get a hold of him on that and see what we can do about getting that book. Because that again, it's a quick game. Sometimes that's what you want, a little fun game like that. It never looks good for the Jets, says Alan. I think you might be right. All right. So what else? What else do we have on the table tonight? Shall we bring up a brand new game? What do you think about that? Okay, let's bring up a brand new game. And I just rolled only a couple of games of this, and I will try to do a full play of this. And I hope I don't play it wrong, because it's it's brand new. It's a brand new game to me. Okay, so we are going to play. Let me get this over here. So we got the score sheet here. And I think we just do, hang on, so let me just do a quick look here. So we need 5 10-sided die. So I do have the 5 10-sided die. Okay. We are going to play, let me come down to the screen here. And we are going to play 5 dice football from Kevin Elias. Okay, he sent me this the other day, and I haven't got around to doing a full video. So we're going to play this here tonight on the New Year's extravaganza. Okay, so what you do in 5 dice football is you roll 5 dice. And depending on the team, why do I have 2 teams here? I don't know, but I have 2 teams, so let's just get this out of the way. It tells you what the TD rolls are and the field goal rolls are. Okay, that's kind of how that works. In the first half, you roll off your offense. In the second half, you roll off the other team's defense. It's kind of how a lot of games work. And again, sevens are touchdowns all the time. Sometimes 8s and sometimes 9s. So as you can see here, like Atlanta, 7, 8, and 9 are all touchdowns. And the 3 talks about the extra point. Let me just double check that. So number in parentheses is a split roll on that. Oh, okay. So then we get a split roll on that. I see. And you roll, I think you roll a 20-sided die for the split roll is what it is. Again, I've only played this a couple of times. Okay. So we're not going to play any of the weather. Alrighty. There are special outcomes too. And we'll see if we can figure out what those special outcomes are. They are kind of different. All right. So we're going to do our best to figure this out here. So let me put this up so I have my my reference sheet here. And let me see, extra points 1 to 9 are good, but they're automatic on some of them. Some of them, I think. Oh, 7 re-roll, 7 rolls extra points. 4s you roll. Okay, 8s are automatic touchdowns. You would fall by the extra point on a re-roll. Okay, there are a couple of automatic ones. Extra points. Any touchdown requirement, split roll. Oh, we'll get an automatic extra point. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. So, thanks for coming by, DJ. Yeah, we're just kind of playing a whole bunch of different games here tonight. So, let's start off with this one here. All right, so who are we going to be playing here? Let's start off with, so this is 1979. How about we do the Oakland Raiders? We'll go Oakland. And they will go into San Diego. How about that? Oakland, San Diego here in 1979. Okay. So let's see how this one goes. So I need to roll 5 dice. And again, this is new, so I'm going to have to refer to the directions a couple of times. So we're going to go Oakland first. So where are my 5 dice? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have 5 different colors here. Yep. And I got my 20-sided dice on standby here. What's going on here? There we go. All right, so I got a little bit of a glare, but I'll do my best to read off what the dice are. All righty. And Mr. Baseman comes by. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. All righty, so I'm not going to bother filling in all this because I have my results over here. So for Oakland, 7s and 8s are natural touchdowns. 9 is a possible touchdown. 3 is an automatic field goal. 4 is a potential field goal. Everything else is no good, and a 0 is kind of a rare play, which I need to re-roll and see what it is. So let's just do this and have some fun, okay? And the crew fan stops by. Yeah, the Raiders, right? The Raiders. Let me kind of back that up a little bit. I'm getting a little crazy out of focus here. All right, again, this is only the second time I played this, so it's quite possible I could be making some mistakes, but it's 5 dice football, so you roll 5 dice, right? So here we go. So I'm looking for, on Oakland, I'm looking for 7, 8, 9s, and 3s and 4s. So we have a 5 is nothing, a 5 is nothing, a 5 is nothing, a 6 is nothing, and a 7 is a touchdown. So they only get the 1 score. So Oakland will get, and they still have to roll for the point. Okay, so we're going to roll for the point. So they get 7 points, and I need, 1 through 9, I believe, and that's good. So the extra point is good. So Oakland will get 7 points in the first, and that's all. So Oakland's gets 7 points. All right, so let's take a look at San Diego. San Diego, 7, 8, 9, and 6, and then a 3 and a 4. All right, so let's find out what they got going on here. All right, so a 4 we know, potential field goal. So 2 is nothing. Oh, they got a lot of points here. All right, so 3 is 3. We know that 3 is automatic 4 is a potential field goal. So let me roll the dice. 5 or less. 5 or less is good. And, it's a 7. So that is nothing. And the 7 and 8s are touchdowns. Okay. And so I just need to roll the extra point for both. So I'll roll the point at the same time. So right now they have 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And it's going to be good. So we have 7, 7, and 3. So they have 17 points. So it's 17-7 at the half. Now, in this quarter, we roll on the defense. So I'm looking at the San Diego defense, and they're pretty stingy. They're 7 and 8 and 3. 7 and 8 and 3. Okay. 7 points, we'll take it. Yeah, right? Okay. So, 9. Hang on a sec. San Diego defense, 7, 8, and 3. 9 is nothing. 9 is nothing. 5 is nothing. 9 is nothing. So they get to 3. And the 3, I have to roll 5 or less. I have to roll 5 or less. And no, so they come up with absolutely nothing. So Oakland finishes with 7. That's all they get. So San Diego is going to win this one. Now for Oakland defense, 7, 8, 9, and 3. 7, 8, 9, and 3. Oh, we got a wild card. 1 is nothing. 5 is nothing. So we have 7 and 9 on the Oakland defense. So those are automatic. That's an automatic touchdown. That might be a 4 or less. Nope. So that is out. So we have a wild card and we have 7. Let's roll the point. The point is good. So they get 7. And let's check the wild here. So we're going to re-roll. And the home team, it's 1-5. And I have a 1. All right, so we're going to go to phase 2. So I roll the 20-sided die. And this is a 16. And no, I don't get anything off of that. So that's nothing. There's a chart I'm looking at. So that's out. That's out. I think the extra point was good. So San Diego gets 7, and they will win this game 24-7. So that is a game of 5 dice football. Let's play one more. All right, so I'm getting better at that now. Give me a couple teams to play. This is 1979. So give me a couple teams to play, and I'll play them here. And we'll try to show this game off again. As Pete comes by. Thanks for coming by, Pete. And San Diego, a nice win. I see Dallas and the Rams. All right, so we're going to go Dallas and the Rams. And Dallas was first, so they'll be home. So we got the LA Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, here we go. Dallas and the Rams, 79. So let's roll our dice. Now for the Rams, we're looking for 7, 8, 9, 3, and 4. 7, 8, 9, 3, and 4. 1 is no good. 1 is no good. 2 is no good. 5 is no good. And 8 might be okay. Yes, and 8 is a touchdown. So they will get a touchdown. Let's kick the extra point. And the extra point is no good. On the 0, it's no good. So they only get 6. So the Rams get 6 here in that first half. All right, it's a quick game for us. It's really it's a quick game. And it's not that expensive. And Kevin sells this on the sports. Oh, what site is that? It's the one it's the selling site. It does a lot of the sales. All right, now Dallas, I'm looking for 7, 8, 9, 3, and 4. 7, 8, 9, 3, and 4. So the 6 is out. The 6 is out. The 1 is out. So the 7 is good. That'll be a touchdown. The 9 might be a touchdown if I roll 5 or less. And I do. So that'll be a touchdown as well. So Dallas comes up 2 touchdowns. Let's check the extra point. Oh, 1 is missed. The 0 is a missed extra point. Everything else is good. So Dallas with 13. So at the end of the first half, it is Dallas 13 and the Rams 6. All right, so now we're going to roll off their defense. Okay, we're going to roll off their defense. Okay, so the Dallas defense, 7, 8, and 3, and 4. And they're all automatic. I don't have to worry about any extra rolls. 7, and 8, and 3, and 4. So no, yes. So the Rams will get 7, and the extra point is good, so they'll get 7. So right now they have 13 points. So Dallas up now. They just need something to win. Looking at the Rams defense, we have 7, 8, 9, and 3. 7, 8, 9, and 3. So we have a 7, we have a 9. That's out, and we have a wild card. All right, so that's a touchdown. So let's check the extra point. No good. So they will get 6. On the 9, I need to roll 2 or less. Oh, 3. I just missed it. So they will get 6 plus the wild card. Let's see what the wild card is going to be, if anything. They are the home team, so they will get the wild card roll. Could be anything. And I got a 12, and a 12 is nothing, I don't think. So they get the 6, so they will win this one 19-13. And again, this is 5 Dice Football from Kevin Elias. And this ain't too bad. Again, if you like rolling dice, it's a fun time. So again, check that out here. This is the instructions for it. So just get a hold of Kevin on Facebook there, or he's got an email too. I'll go find his email somewhere too. But that is 5 Dice Football. So hope you guys like that one. That was kind of fun. Okay, so let's go back now to what we're going to come up next here. Oh, what do we want to do? Oh, do you know what we're going to do next? We're going to do something crazy. We're going to go really crazy here. And I've only played this game once. Alrighty, and I'm going to do my best to play it right. Dave Little's not around, so I can't ask Dave for help, but I'm going to do my best to play this next game. Okay. And this next game is, I think I just rolled 2 dice here. So I will just go red and white is what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to go green and white because it's New Year's. All right, so let's go overhead, and we're going to play some wrestling here tonight. Yes, Al Wilson had a name, 5 dice. Yes, he did. Exactly the same. Exactly right. Yeah, that game was kind of fun. I did enjoy that game. So we're going to play some wrestling. Okay, now I've only played one game of this. It's not that difficult, especially in basic mode. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to keep the instructions here in case I need them. But we're going to play some wrestling here. And I've already picked out my guys. And this was sent to me by a listener of the show. Okay, just so we're clear. A listener of the show sent me this game. And it looks to be super fun. Dave Little was supposed to help me with it, but he hasn't been around. So here we go. So we are going to be doing, it's going to be in this corner from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 238 pounds. It is Special Delivery Jones. Ding, 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 ding. And in this corner from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 258 pounds, it is half the tag team championship belt winners. It is Mr. Fuji. All righty. So Mr. Fuji and Mr. SD Jones will be going at it today. I don't know if there's going to be any interference at all. I might want to take this off. Will that help or make it worse? No, that made it worse, didn't it? All righty. So I'll have to put that back on. So it's Mr. Fuji and SD Jones. Now, I believe you just roll dice, and I'm going to follow along the best I can. And let's see what we can do. Yes, there is something here for that, actually. Roll 2 dice on rolls of 10 to 12. Fuji throws salt into the eyes instead of the middle rope splash. So that is on here. And I seen him do that. I seen Mr. Fuji at the Boston Garden throw that salt. All righty. So here we go. I really can't do anything about that glare. Sorry about that. It's just kind of how it is here as I try to bump that up. Let me bump the iris up a little bit. Yeah, that'll be a little bit better, I think. Okay. Yeah, I like the classic wrestling. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to play this here. Again, I've only played it one time, but I am going to do my best. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Sorry about that. No matter what I do, we're going to be getting that reflection over here. That's a little bit better, but come way over here. No, it's going to screw them both up. Yeah, no matter what I do, that glare is going to be there. Oh, that's a little bit better. That might work. All right, that's a little bit better. And Keith comes by. Hi, Keith. How you doing? Hope things are well. And SD Jones loses. I used to like SD Jones. Special Delivery Jones. All right, so again, I've only played this game once. So again, if I play it wrong, it's the way it is. Let's just have a fun time here. So we're going to go SD Jones will be the green, and the white will be Mr. Fuji, okay? So let's see what we can do here. This is only my second time playing it. So SD Jones is going to get the advantage. All right, so let's roll the dice here. So 1. So right off the bat, SD Jones with a butt bump and a booty wiggle. He gives him a little wiggle here. Mr. Fuji not happy about that at all. He's a little dazed right now. So SD Jones with the early advantage against Mr. Fuji. And he's going to give him another bump and another booty wiggle. And Mr. Fuji's not happy. Uh-oh, though. We have the Mr. Fuji name. So, when it says his name, it's something crazy here. If it says his name, I didn't think I'd get it that early. So it's going to go to number 1. So I think he reverses it is what happens. Oh man, I just read that too. If his name comes up, then something happens. I think it's a reversal. The ropes. Where does it say his name? Damn it! I knew it. This is what happens when I play these games. Something comes up and it screws it all up. So Fuji's on defense. It's not the big finisher. It's not that. It's not that. Man, I just read this too, and I can't figure it out. So I'm just going to say that Fuji controls here. Okay, he's going to reverse it when it says his name. There's something about the name when it says. Anybody here play this game? He rolls on offense. Is that what it is when it says his name? That's what I thought. I'm just trying to read that in the rule book, and I did read it. Now, of course, I'm scanning it here while I'm trying to play it and not bore you guys. I'm just not finding it here. Okay, on the other hand, rolling that resists the own name means the wrestler counters the move, and he was going to roll. Okay, so Fuji, not happy with the booty wiggle, reverses this, and Fuji's on the attack now in a front face lock. He's got him wound up. SD Jones is hurt. Fuji with a front face lock. SD Jones not doing the booty wiggle right now, is he? And it's going to be into the ropes. Okay, so we go into the ropes. So we're going to get my into the ropes chart. This is kind of neat. So it's into the ropes, and into the ropes, he's a B. So we have a B. Oh, I got to roll them both here. A B6 into the ropes. And he makes a nice play, and he's going to drop him into the ropes again. So here we go. An 8B. And he comes off the ropes, and he puts us down with a back elbow. So Fuji is countered here. Oh, no. Fuji's still in control. Level 2 still. All right, so he comes off the ropes and an elbow, and SD Jones is down on the ground. Not looking good for Special Delivery Jones. A 5. A kamikaze clothesline right to the neck of SD Jones. But SD Jones is going to counter. SD Jones coming back with a drop kick. And he sends Fuji flying. And Fuji is down. Fuji is a little dazed. Offense 3 now. Wind up in a punch to the stomach. And Fuji is hurt. Fuji is down. He took that kick and now a punch to the stomach. And now a gut-wrenching suplex. And Fuji is hurt. Fuji's struggling to get back to his feet. And it's a leg drop. And Fuji's going to grab him by the leg, though. Fuji gets up, gets him by the leg. And Fuji's a falling headbutt. And down goes SD Jones. Oh, SD, he's got a little momentum going, and then he loses it. Mr. Fuji's still in control here. And it's going to be into the ropes again. Here we go. Into the ropes. And a 6B. We've already had a 6B. And gives him a chop. Sends him into the other ropes. A 9. The opponent tries a big shoulder tackle, but whether it works depends on which wrestler is more powerful. They're powerful. Your power rating better than the opponent's power rating. 1 and a -1. Yes, it is. So you knock your opponent. So the shoulder, and Fuji goes down. Boy, SD Jones kind of holding his own here, and we're on offense 2. And it's going to be a pick him up and a slam to the ground. And Fuji is down. He's not moving right now. He took that slam pretty hard. And we have a 4 and a 4. A crossbody attack. Fuji is hurt. We go back to offense 2. The Philly shuffle and some big punches. 1, 2, 3. And Fuji is stunned again. SD Jones taking it to Fuji here. And now up in a leg drop. And Fuji is slow to get up. The referee tells him to back off to give Fuji some time to get up. Kamikaze 3. Kamikaze 3 means SD rolls on level 3 defense, if that helps. Yeah, I'm trying to follow this here. Yeah, so like I say, it's kind of bouncing back and forth. Again, I've only played it once, so I'm probably screwing this all up. But you know something? It's still kind of fun. Uh-oh, into the turnbuckle. Oh, boy. So now I got to get the turnbuckle out here. So Fuji goes into the turnbuckle with a B and a B5 into the turnbuckle. And he lifts a knee. And so you lift the knee into the oncoming opponent's head, and he's hurt. Okay, so into the turnbuckle, Fuji puts up his knee, and SD Jones takes it right in the head. And so it's going to be offense 2 now. So Fuji back on offense. 3. A double thrust to the throat. Chop into the throat. And he's hurt. Off a 2 again. A 5. Kamikaze close. Okay, here's the kamikaze clothesline. And level 3. He is hurt. A stunner. Back to 2. What's going on? Uh-oh, we got the nerve grip. Oh, no, it's the nerve grip. He's got him in the nerve grip, but he fights it off. He fights it. And again, another nerve grip, and he fights it off again. And a 2. And now the old-fashioned suplex. Oh, no, so that's the wrong one. Falling headbutt. And he is hurt. He's down on the ground. He is down on the ground. Mr. Fuji back. And it's another headbutt onto SD Jones, and he's down. SD is staggering. Not sure where he is. The referee looking at him says, we're going to continue. And picks up, and the suplex up in the air. No, SD Jones with a reversal on the suplex. SD Jones with a body slam of his own. And now Fuji is down. SD doing a little bit of that booty wiggle that he was doing earlier. Picks him up, and another slam. Fuji laying on the ground. And now we have the death jump. Oh boy, what's a death jump? Oh, is that oh, we have death jump. All right, SD going with the death jump. Fuji, a C death jump and a 5. And but Fuji comes back with a flying clothesline. And SD's in trouble. A beautiful reversal here by Fuji. Level 3 offense for Fuji now. Twisting back headbutt. And he is down. Still it's level 3. Another headbutt. And SD gets to his feet this time. Picks him up, going for the suplex. Yes, he delivers it. SD, how much more can he take? Another falling headbutt, and he is hurt. SD looking for a tag, but there's no tag team partner right now. It's going to be another nerve grip, and he is hurt again. Back to level 2. Boy, this game keeps going. The kamikaze clothesline, and he's down. It's a 3. Just can't get the pin. Just can't get the pin. 2. Now he goes for the pin. So it's a pin 6. All righty. All right, Fuji going for the pin. All right, so it's a 6. Here we go. All right, so we don't pay attention to the 3. Fuji going for the cover on SD. Here we go. 1, 2. No, he kicks out with a 7. Oh, it's a 6. And he kicks out. Oh, boy. I think that's how it works. So it says pin 6, right? So he's going to go for the pin. And oh, that's defense. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, oh, it's a 7. So he rolled a 7. Oh, I think that's it. So on defense here, right? So he's a pin. I don't know. Pin 6 means 6 or less is a pin. Well, that was on his defense though. I needed to come over here. So it says pin 7 on his defense. I forget how I got here. Oh, I said offense. See, there's no pin number. That's the thing. Because it says go for the pin, but I don't see. So I guess the pin number would be 7, right? That's the only pin I see, because he's got a pin 6. He's a pin 7. So if he's on defense and I roll a 7, I would say he is pinned, because you got to beat the pin. SD with pinned with a 7. Yes, and Fuji, ding, ding, ding. Fuji will get the win. SD gave it his best effort here, but it's going to be the win. And the winner, with a pinfall, Mr. Fuji. And that is that. So that's a little bit of wrestling. I like it. Let me see if I can find somebody else here that we can play. A lot of these guys I don't know. We could do. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, one more. All righty. So in this corner from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 262 pounds, one half of the tag team champions, it is Mr. Saito. And in this corner from Los Angeles, California, at 6'10", 364 pounds, it is Big John Studd. Ding, 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 ding. All righty. So let's see if I can do a better job of this one. I'll have a little bit better idea what's going on here. All righty, here we go. No interview with the Grand Wizard. All righty, so it's Saito against Big John Studd here on New Year's Eve 2025. Hope you guys are enjoying this one. All right, I'll do my best to play this one a little bit better. All righty, so it looks like it's a pin 5 and a pin 6 over here. All right, so I think that's how we'll do it. All right, here we go. And Saito will be the green. All right, so Big John Studd representing the US of A, and he will get control with the 5. Again, it's going to be white for Studd. I'll try to remember that. So comes across with a back elbow smash. We're going to go into 2, and Saito grabbing his head off that smash. A little smart here. And that's going to be into the ropes. All righty, so we're going to go into the ropes. Into the ropes for Saito. Right off the bat, into the ropes is a B. And a B8 into the ropes. And he puts us down with a hard back elbow. And we're in level 2. So Saito down on the ground picks himself up. Big John Stud with a shoulder block. And, Mr. Saito counters the attack, though. Avoids the shoulder block. And a chop to the chest. And, Stud looks right at him and says, "What do you think you're doing?" And he's on the offense with a 4 into the turnbuckle. All right, so we're going into the turnbuckle. He's not too happy with Saito. And a turnbuckle, 8. And crushed by a big kick. Oh, boy. Saito shaken up now. Big John Stud firmly in control of this one. And he's giving him the bear hug. The bear hug. Saito trying to fight out of it, and he fights his way out of it. Oh, back to level 2 offense. A 5. Another bear hug. Saito fights his way out of this one, though. It's all Big John Stud here at Madison Square Garden. And now it's going to be another bear hug, and Saito's down. He's down on the ground. The referee trying to separate him. Big John Stud says, "Get out of my way." And now it's a big elbow drop. Oh, he's going to go for the pin. Saito is taking a beating. We're going to go for the pin. It's a 6. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. He kicks out. Saito kicks out, and Big John Stud can't believe it. But Big John Stud still in control. Now, after a kick out, level 3 offense, right? So he's still on level 3, so a 4. And he picks him up, slams him to the ground. And Saito's still not moving. He's going to try to pin him again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. He gets him. And that is that. And that was just a destruction by Big John Stud. That didn't take long at all. That was pretty cool, actually. I think the first match I played went about that fast. So that other game I played, that was a long match. So Fuji wins one, but Saito cannot win his. And that is that. So that is a quick look at Filsinger Games Wrestling. And again, that was sent in to me by a listener of the show, and I want to thank you so much for that. It's fun. It's fun. If you just, wrestling's a hard game to do. It's a hard game to show. But if you can have a good time with it, that's all that matters. So that is Filsinger Games. And I have a whole bunch of what it's kind of neat is it comes with different, I don't know what you want to call them, not seasons, but there's different groups of wrestlers that you buy. I kind of wish you could pick and choose because there's so many, I have all these, this is what was sent to me, all these different groups of guys here, but I don't know all of them. Like some of these I only know 1 or 2 guys. So you get I guess they're called expansions. So there's some I know and there's some I have no idea who they are. So it'd be nice if I could just kind of pick them up, And Crew Fan plays it. Good. So you can kind of help me figure this out here. So I'm kind of happy about that. Okay, what else do we want to play here tonight? Oh man, how about this right here? How about this game right here? Okay, this is one I played here on the channel a long time ago. Okay. This is going to be another one that's going to be hard to see, so I'm going to try to figure this out. It's been a while since I played this one. So, we are going to play a baseball game. And I'm going to need this. Okay. And this one is called Mike Seelock's Hit and Run Baseball. Okay, if you've ever seen Mike Seelock games, they're really fun. So, again, these are the teams. So this is 1978 American League. So we're just going to play an American League game. And I can zoom in and show you what's happening here. So what happens is on the setup, you have a home +2, and I'll tell you what that means in 1 second. So you roll for your offense, and you see if you're going to be adding to that. So if Boston was home, I would roll, and if I can get a 12 or under, then they would be +1. If not, they would be a 0. Otherwise, if they're home, I would add 2 to this. So that would be a 14. So again, if they're on the road, It stays at 12. If they're home, I add 2 to everything. So we figure out their offense. There's also a starting pitcher number here. So they're either going to be -1 or 0. So I would add the 2 to that, I believe. So that gives me a 14. So 14 or less. And actually, I think on the home there, I would subtract 2 because you don't want to get that. You want to be a 0. And then over here, the relief pitchers the same kind of way. If they were playing Detroit, we could have them play Detroit. Detroit would roll down here and get their settings. So let me just do that right now. Let me kind of get their settings and try to do this here. So, and I think that's how it's done. So if they're the home team +1, so it's either going to be a 0 or that. I think it is here. So the starting pitching here, it's kind of confusing. Okay, I got it. Here we go. All right, so let me start rolling the dice here. So let me we'll look at we'll go Detroit at Boston. All right, Detroit at Boston, 1978. Okay, so we got to look at the so this would be Detroit at Boston. So Detroit does not get any home field advantage because they're not. So we're going to roll the dice, and if they're 13 or less, their offense will be +1. So they are. So they're an 8. So they'll be a +1. So their offense is +1. The starting pitcher, if it's 11 or less, will be -1. So that's good. You want that. So I got a 6. Yeah. So they'll be -1. So far, they're doing pretty well. And the relief pitcher, which I believe comes in the 8th inning, no matter what, a 9. And so, yeah, that's less than 12. So they're pretty good. So they got all the good rolls. So they'll be -1 and -1. Yep. So they're going to be so if they have +1 offense of this game, subtract Cincinnati's SP0. Okay, I get it. All right, so now let's roll for Boston. Again, the setup here always had me kind of messed up. All right, so I got a 2 for Boston. So, yep, so they'll be offense +1. So they'll both be +1. Let's try the starting pitcher. 18. No. So their starting pitcher is going to be a 0 instead of -1. So that's kind of bad. And then the relief pitcher is 18 as well. Oh, so it's going to be 0. So not looking good here for Boston. So we got so Boston will be 0 and 0 because they got the 1 -1 and 0, 1 -1 is 0, and they'll be 1 and 1. So Detroit has the advantage in this one actually. So Detroit will have the advantage. So how this plays is you just roll the dice, and if it comes up this number here, adding or subtracting, so Detroit's going to add 1 the entire game, then they will get that many runs. Okay, so again, this is Mike Seelock, and this is what is this one called again? The hit and run, Mike Seelock hit and run. All right, so let's take a look at Detroit, and let's see what they can do here in the first inning. So they will need, by adding 1, so they will need at least a 14. So I rolled a 16. Right, so a 16 in the first inning plus 1 is a 17. That'll be good for 1 run. So Detroit picks up 1 run here in the first inning. So now Boston, I could probably come out a little bit, right, and see them both. There we go. See those? Yeah, there you go. So Boston's going to roll, and there's no adjustment at all. And I got a 9, so a 9 is absolutely nothing. So after 1 inning, it is 1-0 Detroit. So now we're back to Detroit. And, an 18 plus 1 is 19, right? And in the second inning, that's going to be good for 2 runs. So it is 3-0 here after an inning and a half. So now we're going to roll Boston. They will get an 8, which is absolutely nothing. So 3-0 Detroit. We go into the third. A 13 plus 1 is a 14. Yeah, that'll get them 1. That will get them 1. 4-0 Detroit. Boston needs a roll. They'll get a 15. Will that get them anything here in the third? No. They will not get anything, so they still trail 4-0. A 7. That'll be nothing for Detroit. A 7 for Boston. That'll be nothing. We go to the 5th. A 17 for Detroit plus 1 is 18. In the 5th is going to be 1. So they are just walking away with this one. It is 5-0. Boston's bats have been quiet here. Now they get a 15 here in the 5th. We go to the 15 and still nothing. Nope, not a thing. Detroit pitching, getting it done. 6 is going to be nothing for Detroit. Boston with a 4 is nothing. 20. Oh, we got to roll again. So in the 7th inning, a 20 and a 10. So we're going to go to the 20 here. And what inning we're in? We're in the 7th inning, so that'll be good for 2 runs. Oh, they are walking away with this one. It is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-0 here. Nothing for Boston. It's going to be a shutout. So now we go to the relief pitchers. In this case, there's really no difference. So it's still going to be no change for anybody. Oh, wait. No, there's still going to be still adding 1. Still adding 1 to Detroit and nothing for the Sox. 12, that'll give us the 13, but that'll be nothing. Bottom of the 8th, time running out on Boston. Nothing. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th, 10. That's, an 11. That'd still be nothing. And this could be a shutout for Detroit. A 13 for Boston in the 9th is nothing. Yes, so there it is. So we take a look at our score here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the final score is Detroit 7 and Boston absolutely nothing. So we'll do one more. And, since they're right here, we'll do Milwaukee and Cleveland. So Milwaukee and Cleveland. Get my drink. All right, so Milwaukee. Let's roll the dice to see if they get their +2. And they do, so they'll be offense +2. Cleveland, I need a 13, and I do, so they'll be offense +1. Starting pitcher, 12 or less, 19, no. So this starting pitcher is going to be a 0. Relief pitcher, 13. Yes, so the relief pitcher comes in, and they'll be -1 when the relief pitcher comes in. Cleveland, yep, they'll get, just barely. They'll get a 0 here, which I think is good. Otherwise, I think you drop it down 1 to it'd go up 1, I think. So their starting pitching's a 0. Relief pitching, yes, will be -1. So how this works, against the starting pitcher, Milwaukee will add 2, and against the relief pitcher, they will add 1. Cleveland will add 1 against the starter, and when the relief comes in, they will add nothing. That's kind of how that works out. I believe that's how that works out. So here we go. So Milwaukee and Cleveland. So let's roll our dice. And we have an 11 plus 2 is a 13. And nope, that'll be nothing close, but no cigar. Now Cleveland will roll. An 8, that's going to be absolutely nothing. So nothing after 1. A 9 will be nothing. Cleveland rolls a 7, so that'll be nothing as well. 1, don't even think about it. Cleveland with a 10, and 1 is 11 in the 3rd, and nope, still nothing. A 12 plus 2 is 14 for Milwaukee in the 4th. And a 14, that's going to get them 1. So Milwaukee scratches across a run, and they lead 1-0. A 2 is nothing for Cleveland. So the home team's not doing well here in this baseball game. And a 1, nothing. Bottom of the 5th. 5, nothing. 1-0 Milwaukee as we go to the 6th. Oh, there's a 16 plus 2 is 18 in the 6th. So in the 6th, we go to 18, and that'll be good for 2 runs. So it is 3-0 Milwaukee. Cleveland with a 1. So the Cleveland bats a silent shh. 7th inning. 2 for Milwaukee is nothing. Still 3-0 Milwaukee. Cleveland, we got a 12 plus 1 is 13 in the 7th. Nope, still can't get anything. So now the relief pitchers come in. So now what happens? Wait a sec, that 13, I should have added 1 to that. And still nothing, Okay. So we're going to add 1 now to Milwaukee. 4 and 5 is nothing. Now we're adding nothing. Nope. This is it. 3-0. Top of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th. Last chance for Cleveland. And, 17 in the 9th. The 17 is 1. Luckily, we didn't get 3. So they'll get 1. And our final score here will be 3 for Milwaukee and 1 for Cleveland. And that is Mike Seelock 2-minute drill. That's a fun little game to play. The setup is kind of funky. I don't always get the setup correct, but I think the more I play with it, the better I'll get at it. So I'm going to put Mike Seelock 2-minute drill away. Again, that's a free game, by the way. Not 2-minute. 2-minute drills is a football game. The hit and run. Mike Seelock hit and run, and that is a free game if you want to play it. I'll put that away later. All righty, let's go to another game that just arrived this week. Okay, and I had to get some clarification on this one here, but I'm going to do my best to play it. Again, I may play it correctly, I may not. This is one I unboxed this week. Okay, and that's not a bad game actually. All righty, so on the table now is family football. And this is the Mike Gibril game. Again, I did the unboxing. So you get all the dice. So what am I going to need here for dice? So I'm going to need blue, red. I'll just roll his dice, right? They came with the game, so I'll just roll it here because I don't have a blue one over here. So we'll just kind of go with that. All right, so Mike's dice will come out. I'll keep these. So let me put this off to the side. So I'll need my teams. I'm not gonna. He does have a scoreboard here. If you want to use the scoreboard, okay. But I'm not going to do that. But I will keep this out here for the drive counter, okay, and the quarter. So how this game works, I believe, is you roll the dice. We're going to play a couple of teams here. So we're going to play. What did I have on the table the other day? That's going to play. So Pittsburgh 75 and Oakland 76. Okay. So let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay. So that's who we're going to play here. I haven't officially played this game yet, at least not in a while. So you roll to see who controls, and then you go to see off the defense or the offense. If you play a lot of games are like that, you kind of roll to see who's going to be on the offense. So Pittsburgh's going to start first because they're going to be the away team, is what we're going to do. And we see if they score or not. And it looks like there's 6 drives. So you get 6 drives. All right, there's rare plays possibilities. You can go for it on 4th down. You get some onside kicks. And so it looks like this was that 3 drives. Let me hang on a sec here. Mm-hmm. 12 drives in the game. Okay. Oh, each team will have 12 drives. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be, 6 drives a quarter, right? Each team with 12, so 6 drives a quarter. Okay. So what we need to do, so Pittsburgh will start off first. So we're going to roll the dice. Okay. And the Raiders back on the table. Yeah, because I wanted something close in years. I like to play close in years. So we're going to start with an advantage roll. And so the offense 6 and defense 3. So Pittsburgh, because they have a higher rating, will get a boost of 1 to their dice roll. Okay. In fact, let's do this. Let's just to kind of keep up with the color scheme here. So we're going to go Pittsburgh yellow and Oakland black. How about that? Okay. So now what we want to do is, so Pittsburgh will have a 1 advantage, and actually they'll have a 1 advantage because they're higher than the defense, and their defense higher than the offense. So Pittsburgh's going to have a 1 advantage every time we roll, is what it looks like to me. And if it's a tie, we roll it again. So Pittsburgh's going to have a 1 advantage to everything. All righty, so I'm going to do my best to play this. Been a while. So here we go. As D. Howard comes by. This is Family Football by Mike Gibril. All righty. So Pittsburgh will win. Okay. So that will be off the Pittsburgh offense. Why am I? Hang on a sec here. Hang on a sec here. So I need to come up 11 to 15, but how do I do that with the 2 white die? Hang on a sec. This is kind of weird. Why would I be rolling 2 white die? Because I need to figure out what it is. The offense is on the left. Yep. So the wing will roll the dice and look at the defense half, knowing blah, 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 rolling this event. I'm not sure why I roll all 4 of these, though. Why am I rolling 2 white? I'm not sure. So I rolled for the advantage, right? Again, I haven't played this in a long time, but I'm trying to. So when rolling, the colored die will be 10. The white die will be 1 to 6. But why am I rolling 2 of these? I don't know. I don't know why I'm rolling 2 of these. If you roll all 4 and they're all 6s, it's a safety. Maybe that's why. So I'm not sure why I'm rolling all 4. Why I have 2 white die. This is kind of weird. So Pittsburgh has the advantage. All right. So we're going to roll this. So Pittsburgh's going to roll this. That's what we're going to do. So Pittsburgh's got it. Yeah, I don't know why I roll all that. That I don't know. It's kind of weird that you would have 2 die to decide it, but then I'd have to roll this. So I'm just going to kind of go what I think I'm supposed to do. Okay. So maybe you roll that just for the safety, because you're supposed to roll all 4. But I'm not sure why, because you can't tell those apart. I must be missing something, but we're going to continue on. Okay. So Pittsburgh's going to roll on their offense. So they got a 54. So 54 is nothing. So all the way up to 33 is a score. The special teams roll, nothing. So 54 is nothing but a punt. So Pittsburgh will punt, and that is drive number 1. So now it's going to be the Raiders. All right, so we're going to roll all these. Raiders in black. So Pittsburgh will control. So we're going to be reading off the Pittsburgh defense. So again, it's going to be Oakland. And I got a 43 off the defense. And a 43, that is nothing. So that'll be a punt as well. Oh, punt. So Pittsburgh is back. And because I get the 1 bump, Pittsburgh will win it. And so now I'm going to roll the dice here. Again, I'm not 100% sure if this is how it's supposed to be done, but you need to get rolls to determine what's going on. But why the 2 white dice? I'm not sure. I could be missing something here. 43. That is nothing as well. So we have 3 punts. All right, so we're on drive 4 right now. And so it's even, but Pittsburgh with the bump. So Pittsburgh will control this on the defense. A 43 on the defense. That is nothing. So a lot of punts here. So Oakland with a punt. So that's 4 drives. So we're on drive 5. Pittsburgh wins again. A 32. So now we're in field goal range on a 32. So Pittsburgh is going to try to kick a field goal here. So Pittsburgh in field goal range. The field goal try 11 to 55. Here we go. 11 to 55. And the kick is good. So the field goal is good. So Pittsburgh is away. And they will lead this one 3-0. So this will be the last drive here in the first quarter. And the Raiders will control that with a big 6 right there. So the Raiders will control. And a 52 is nothing. Nope, so they will punt. So Oakland will punt, and that is that. So after the first quarter, Pittsburgh 3, Oakland absolutely nothing. All right, so let's get back here. It's still bugging me about the dice. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here, but maybe I'm not. Oakland's going to control this time, so Pittsburgh will roll off the Oakland defense. And a 14 is going to be a touchdown run. So Pittsburgh will get a TD run. And the extra point, 11 to 65, is good. So Pittsburgh will score, and they will make this a 10-0 game over the Raiders. Raiders not failing too well here on the channel tonight. So this is the second drive. So this will be Oakland. And Oakland will win again. So Oakland will roll off the offense. And a 34, just missed a field goal try. So they will punt again. So the Pittsburgh defense pinning them down and not letting them get anywhere. So it's going to be back to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will win that because we add 1 to the yellow. So Pittsburgh will win. So it's going to be offense Pittsburgh. A 56. Again, 50s and nothing. So they will punt it away. Oakland back with the ball. And Oakland will control on the 6. And a 41. Nope, nothing at all. So Oakland getting shut out here at home. Shut out. And now we're on drive 5. And that's going to be a tie. And Oakland will win this one. So Pittsburgh will roll off. We want to roll on Pittsburgh here. So Pittsburgh will roll on the Oakland defense of 42, and that is nothing as well. So last roll of the first half going to Oakland. Let's see if they can get any points here. Oakland will control this one with a 4 over a 1. And a 34. Nope. Nothing at all. So the score at the end of the first half, it is 10-0. Pittsburgh Steelers. So we go to the second half. And yeah, so it's going to be Oakland starting here. Good thing I took a look at that note on the scoreboard there. And Pittsburgh will control. So it's going to be Oakland's rolling off of the Pittsburgh defense. 31. No. Only to 21. So nothing at all. So Oakland punts again. They are getting shut out by the 75 Steelers. And that's going to be a tie. And Pittsburgh will win. So Pittsburgh will roll off of their own offense. And a 45. There's nothing as well. So a lot of nothing going on here in a 10-0 game. Oakland with the ball. No, the Raiders just can't catch a break here. Pittsburgh will win that. So Oakland's going to roll off the Pittsburgh defense. Oh, a 52. Still, absolutely nothing. That Pittsburgh defense, again, 21. The scoring range is 11 to 21. Can't get anything going. All right, so Pittsburgh has the ball. And they will win the roll, so they will have the advantage on the offense. Pittsburgh offense, 33. That's going to be a field goal try. So let's see if Jarrella can come in and nail the field goal. Field goal try, 11 to 55, and that is good. They will hit the field goal. So 13-0 here. Oh, we're all the way up here, by the way. So this will be the fifth one here. Again, it's got the score sheet kind of keeps track too. So Oakland, we'll try again. Oh, I got to roll them both. So Oakland will get it. So Oakland will roll off their own offense. And 63. Now we get some craziness here. That's going to be a fumble. Okay. So on a fumble check, on a turnover, hang on a second. He's got some notes on that he sent me. So Oakland's offense is 60. So that's going to be a fumble. If a team is on offense in this roll, it means a team turned the ball over. So now, so can they return the fumble? Yes. But the defense says no. I think that's how that works. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. The turnover does happen on a... Oh, wait, it's going to be a 64. So a 63 is just a straight up fumble. 64 could have been a possible score. Okay, yeah, so 63 is just a standard fumble. Okay, 63 is a fumble. So Oakland's going to fumble. And now we're going to go to the last roll of the third quarter here. Yeah, not a good night for the Raiders here on the channel, right? We got a tie. And Pittsburgh's going to get this here. So Pittsburgh, this will be the last roll of the third quarter. And let's see what Pittsburgh does. 31 field goal try. So another field goal try for Pittsburgh. 11 to 55. This is a chip shot right here. And he missed it. So the field goal is no good. And so we will continue on to the fourth quarter. And the score is 13-0 Pittsburgh. So Oakland will start off here. And again, I think this is how you get the game plays. I'm going to sit down with Mike and go over this more, but I wanted to play this tonight and see how fun it was. Pittsburgh will get the control here for Oakland. So Pittsburgh defense, 45 is another punt. Boy, the 4s and 5s are just not good in this game. If you haven't figured that out already, the 4s and 5s are really bad. So we have Oakland defense will control this one. So Pittsburgh's going to read off the Oakland defense. And 52 is nothing. So Oakland has 2 more tries here to try to get back into this game. All right, so we're up to 3. And Oakland will control, so Oakland will roll off the Oakland offense. It is another fumble. A 63 is a fumble. So Oakland will fumble it away, and Pittsburgh will get it here on number 5. Oakland will control this one, so it's going to be Pittsburgh reading off the Oakland defense. 42 is absolutely nothing, so they will punt it away. All right, Oakland gets it back. This is technically their last possession. And they're going to read off the Pittsburgh defense. A 55 is absolutely nothing. They will punt this one away. They're not losing by 1 score, so we don't have to worry about going for it. And Pittsburgh will just take the knee, and that'll be the game. So the final score here in our first play of family football, it looks like it's Pittsburgh 13 and Oakland absolutely nothing. Those poor Raider fans just can't get anything going. That looked like it could be a fun game. I got to find out what about those dice, though. I'm kind of, I'm perplexed at why those. I get 2 white die here, unless you're supposed to roll them separately or something like that. I don't know, but from what I read, that looked like that's how you're supposed to play that game. So, a little bit of family football on the table. Let's see what we have next. Oh, we got all kinds of fun things going on here tonight, folks. As we have our New Year's Eve extravaganza here. Hope you're having some fun here with this stuff. I hope you are. Will that fit in there? Yeah, it will. So I'm going to put my notes in the box that he sent me so I can kind of keep it all together. Oh, I thought that wrestling was pretty good. I liked the wrestling. I had some fun with that. Okay, so there's the family football game. So we played some baseline. We played some wrestling. We played some Mike Sealock. Let's stay with some football, shall we? Alrighty. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to grab another drink, and we're going to stick with the football here on the channel. 1 second. Okay, we are back with some more football here on the channel, and we are going to play something I haven't played in a long time, but I played a lot of back in the day. And Crew Fan wrote some baseline basketball, and the Celtics won it 72-73. Yeah, I need to get more seasons for that. Yeah, and it was a shutout, wasn't it? Oh man. So let's go here. We're gonna play some game-winning drive. Okay, this is a game I played all the time. It was one of my first drive-by-drive games. And so we're going to play 2001 Pittsburgh at 2001 St. Louis. And I love the colors on this. I always did like the sheets here, how colored they were. All righty, so game-winning drive. I even created a box for it so I can put all my seasons in. So I have game-winning drive over here on the table. All righty. So I have the score sheet all set up, so I know what to do here. Still not 100% sure about all the rules because it's been a while, but we're going to try to have some fun with this here tonight, okay? That's what we're doing tonight. All righty. So what we need is we need red and white, and we can go black and yellow. All righty. So how this works is the first dice roll will figure out what's going to happen here as far as am I scoring or am I turning it over? And the second set of dice is going to tell me what score or what turnover it is. And that is that. This is 2001. 2001. Not 1971, 2001. All right, so Pittsburgh will defer, and it's going to be St. Louis first, right? So we're going to go St. Louis. The home team will start. So we're going to look over here. Here we go. And so we got a 54, which is a turnover, and a 24 is a punt. So we start off St. Louis, and they will punt this one away. A lot of Steelers on the channel tonight, huh? Steelers and Raiders. All right, this could have been a Super Bowl if Pittsburgh had beaten New England. All right, so Pittsburgh will roll. So they have a 33, so that'll be a turnover, and a 33 is going to be a punt. So each team with a couple of bad drives to start off. And so now St. Louis will have the ball. Low is better. A 45 is a turnover, and a 64 is going to be a punt. So 3 punts in a row here to start the game. Pittsburgh ball. And an 11, that's going to be a scoring play. And a 15 is a touchdown run. So the Steelers will cash in first with a TD run. And they will lead 6-0. The extra point is 11-64. And it is good. So the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead here in the Dome in Pittsburgh. Imagine a Dome in Pittsburgh. I think they would riot. That's St. Louis. Alrighty. So St. Louis. Oh no. 36. That's going to be intercepted. So it's a turnover intercepted. So St. Louis, with an interception. Now, can Pittsburgh? Can they run it back? Yes, they can. On 11-15, they will run it back for a pick 6. Here we go. And nope. So that'll just be good field position for Pittsburgh. So that's the end of the first quarter, and the Steelers lead this one 7-0 absolutely nothing. So Pittsburgh will start it here in a second. But because it's off an interception, we will be adding 1 to the 10 die. So they have better field position here. So we'll be adding 1. Wait, no. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We increase this by 1. So that's 11-36. Yep, I just looked at the thing here. Yep, my bad. So instead of 11-26, it's 11-36. And that still won't matter. It's out of range. So it's going to be a 26, and that'll be a punt. So they can't take advantage of the interception, and they will punt that one away. St. Louis has it. I've always liked this game. It just works for me. And I like how the team cards are nice and colorful, and just each team has their thing. I don't know. I just kind of liked it. It always kind of worked. I like momentum a little bit better, and now I like fast drive a little bit better, but this was always my go-to game. Oh, look at that. Another turnover and a 55. They will punt it away. So Pittsburgh with the ball again in the second quarter, leading 7-0. Boy, a lot of punts, right? I figured with 2001 and the Rams, I figured it would be high-flying game. Well, they will score again on the 12, and a 55 is going to be a field goal. So Pittsburgh will hit a field goal, and they lead this one 10-0. Pittsburgh doing quite well on my channel here today. St. Louis in the second quarter. Can they get the score here? No, a 62. Turnover, 44. Intercepted again. So Kurt Warner is picked off twice. 11-15. Nope. So it's just going to be interception, but it's going to be good field position for Pittsburgh. So again, this 11-26 is 11-36. 11-36. And they will score. And a 43 is a touchdown pass. Pittsburgh lighting up the 0-1 St. Louis Rams. 64 is good. So Pittsburgh with what was it, 10 points here? So they got a field goal. So they lead this now 17-0. So what can Kurt Warner do here for the Rams here? And the greatest show on turf is the greatest show no turf. All right, Pittsburgh with the ball. All right, Pittsburgh with the ball. 32. No, it's going to be a turnover. 62. And it's a missed field goal. So they drive down and they miss the field goal. And so St. Louis will take over. Can they use this to their advantage? Nope. 44 is a turnover. And a 13 is a fumble. Oh, that's 3 turnovers. That's a fumble. A terrible day for the Rams. Can they return a fumble? Yeah. 11-23. Oh, nothing. Okay. So Pittsburgh with the ball with increased scoring range again because of the turnover. And nope, that'll be out of range. And the 22 is going to be a punt. So they will just get rid of this on a punt. St. Louis ball trailing 17-0. No, 35's out of range. And a 51, it's intercepted again. 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions. And this time they will return it for a touchdown. 11-15, and I got a 12. And it's going to be a pick 6. So they're going to get a pick 6. And Steelers are crushing them right now. And the extra point, ooh, it just sneaks in, but it is good. 24-0. And that's how we end up here after 3 quarters. So they're going to add a 7 over here. 24-0. Steelers, they kicking the Raiders around. Now they're kicking the St. Louis Rams. All right, St. Louis ball. Can they at least not get shut out here on a holiday at home? 25, they will score. A 54, it's a touchdown pass. So they are indeed on the board. And the extra point, I don't like it to be automatic. So if I roll 66 and then doubles, it's going to be no good. 26 is good. All right, so 24-7. All right, Pittsburgh still in the driver's seat here. A 51 is a turnover, and a 55 is a punt. So Steelers will punt it. All righty, here we go. St. Louis, 2 more chances. They need to score quickly. And they will. A 12 is a score, and a 65 is a field goal, though. Well, it's not what they needed, but they'll take it. 24-10. I think they're going to run out of time. So Pittsburgh with the ball. And 13, they will score. And a 31, they will get a field goal of their own. So a field goal by Pittsburgh, 24-13. And they're gonna win this one here against St. Louis. Here in the Dome. St. Louis, though, they will score. And a 36 is another TD pass. And the extra point is good. So they'll get a TD pass here. So they have a good 4th quarter here, but they will still lose this one. So they will get I screwed up here. The field goal is Pittsburgh. So that's a 27-10. So it's a 27-17, right? So they got 24-10 after the field goal, 27-10, 27-17. So 27-17 is our final score. So in that 4th quarter, they get 17 points in that 4th quarter. That was a good 4th quarter, but the rest of the game was terrible. and Pittsburgh gets 3. So that is the final. And that is game-winning drive. That's a game I played so much of back in the day. I really like game-winning drives. So that's our final score on our score sheet. 27-17 Pittsburgh. All righty. So let's see what else we have in our bag of goodies here today. I really like that wrestling game. I'm tempted to play another wrestling, another game of wrestling. That was pretty good. But instead, I think what we're going to do is we are going to play a game of shootout hockey. Again, shootout hockey is one of my favorite games. And so we're going to play one of my favorite seasons. We're going to play 1974-75 shootout hockey. All righty. The wrestling is, I can see how that could be fun. I don't know how good it would go over here on the channel, but I can see how fun that would be because I had a good time with it. All right, so let's see who we want to play here for some shootout hockey. Well, I guess we got to play the Seals, right? Because that's where's PJ when you need him, right? And what about? I want to do the Flyers and the Seals. I want to do Montreal and the Seals. Well, the Rangers and the Seals, Chicago. Buffalo would probably crush them. Boston would probably crush them. Detroit, I don't know anybody. Oh, we have. Well, let's go Vancouver, right? We have some Vancouver people here. In fact, we're going to play in Vancouver. Alrighty, so that's what we're going to do here, right? That's what we do. We like to please our customers. So California at Vancouver. Alrighty, that's where we're going to go. So let me get my other pen out here. And so it's going to be California at Vancouver. And this will be 74-75. So we need to get my chats. I like my chats. Alrighty, so I need these aren't the charts I need. These aren't the droids I'm looking for. These are the droids I'm looking for. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay. All right, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, we're going to roll to see who's in net, and we're going to roll to see all this other stuff. Alrighty. So Shaka says he's gonna not root for California. Well, I don't know what's up with that. Right? What's up with that? Yeah, this is another good game, Robert, isn't it? Yep. I don't know if Barbara's still here. She's been playing this. She likes to shoot out hockey. I might scoot that out just a little bit more so I can get the cards in at the bottom. Okay. So hopefully that'll work out. Let's come over here. All righty. So California, Vancouver. Let's see who's going to be in the nets. All right. So let's see who's in the net. So we're going to just roll the dice here. Milosh or Simmons. Be Milosh. So the goaltender for Milosh is in the net. And over here, a 12 will be Gary Smith. All right, so Milosh against Smith, a classic 74 matchup. And let's find out how California looks here on the road tonight. So we're going to roll one die, and they will be H. So California will be H. At home, Vancouver will be E. Oh, neither team looking too well. So Vancouver will be E. Let's take a look at Milosh. Is he F or G? He will be G. So Milosh is a G. And Vancouver for Smith, a 1, and he's going to be a D. All righty. So if I look at my chat, I have California H on D. And H on, oh boy, 1 to 8. 1 to 8. And the power play would be 1 to 23. Right? So 1 to 8 is my scoring chance. Now for Vancouver, they're E on G. And their range is 76 to 100, which is really good. And if I subtract 15, it's going to be 61. 61 to 100, if I can read that. All righty, so here we go. So 1 to 8. 1 to 8. And 76 to 100. As Ray comes by, yes. Oh, geez, I pull out the shootout hockey. Now you show up, right? I've shown off 7 or 8 games here tonight, and you come by for the shootout hockey. That's just kind of how it goes. All righty, so I got my cards, right? I got my cards, and I'll probably shuffle halfway through the period or something like that. Let's see how it goes. All righty, so you guys know how this game plays. You flip for the time, right? And so let me just slide that up a little bit. So we flip for the time. We got 1 minute off the clock. And 64 is going to be nobody, so nothing happens. Another minute off the clock. And 11, so close, but no chance for the Seals. 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. And a 13, so close, but nothing for California. 1 minute off the clock. 60, a lot of the low numbers, but not where it needs to be. 2 minutes off the clock. Uh-oh. There we go. 73. Nope. 76 I need. All right, so we continue on. 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. 60. Nope. Nothing. No time off the clock. 71. Nothing. 4 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 is nothing. 1 minute off the clock. 32 is not, boy, a boring first period. 3 minutes. Last flip of the first period. And wow, so we had nothing. We had no scoring chances. We had nothing. And so Allen got shootout with 74-75, and you're waiting for the fact check to be mailed. Yeah, this is great. I love this game. All righty, so what we want to do, let's take a look at our shots on goal. And so California will be red, Vancouver will be white. So if we have 0 scoring chances and a 3, it'll be 5 shots. And then 0 scoring chances with a 2, it will be 1d6. It'll be 3. So only 8 total shots in that first period. Teams just not getting it together whatsoever. Yeah, right, Keith? Great goaltending is exactly right. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these up again. I could bring out my card shuffler, but I'm not going to. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle this up a little here. I'm not a good card shuffler. Never was. Yeah, you roll some guy would roll dice. Well, you could be doing a lot worse things, that's for sure. All right, second period action. So 0, 0 after 1. 1 minute off the clock. 22 is nobody. This is what happens when you play bad teams. You just don't have a big scoring range. That's the problem. Another minute off the clock. 86 finally is a scoring chance for Vancouver. All righty, so let's see who's going to get this scoring chance. D. It's going to be Dennis Ververgaert. So Ververgaert is going to be our shooter. He's going to be shooting from the face-off circle, and he will score. So Ververgaert will get the goal, and it's going to be 1-0. So here in the second period, so this is a minute 36. This is kind of how I score it. And let's see who gets the assist. So it's going to be Ververgaert. So it's going to be Ververgaert. PJ knows all these guys. So Ververgaert is line 2. So he's out there with D1. So it's going to be 2 and 1. So we have R5. Yeah, he's in R5. So I'm going to flip again. He can't assist on his own goal. So right D. So line 1, right D. So it's going to be body. So Verver got from body. And then the second assist is going to go to the center, Cliff Odlefson, who I think played time with Boston, I think, and maybe Philadelphia. Oddleif son. So Verver got from body and Odlefson. And that's where we stand right now. The score is 1-0 on the first try of the game. 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. 21 is nothing. 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. Fast moving game. 23 is nothing. 1 minute off the clock. 68 is nothing. 2 minutes off the clock. 98. Not a scoring chance here for Vancouver. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Q. Odlefson. So Odlefson's going to get the chance this time. Odlefson from the blue line. Not that good. Blue line, but he scores. Odlefson will score from the blue line. And here in the second period at 10:47, Odlefson will get the goal. All right, let's see who's out there with him. So line 1, D2. So it's going to be 2 and 2. So line 2 and 2, easy to remember. The center. So he's his own center. So I'm going to flip again. He's his own center again. So we'll go to the second one. Last flip, right wing. So Ververgaard. So just the one assist. So Ververgaard. All righty. So just like that, it is 2-0 for the home team. 2 minutes off the clock. And penalty away. So we're going to have a penalty here on the Seals. And it's going to be, that's penalty A, right? Yeah, so it's going to be S and Z3. Yeah, so we have Weir. So here in the second period, it's going to be Weir with a penalty. And King will also get a penalty in the second period. Any Z3s? No. So Weir, King. And I do have some reserves, but I didn't pull out 74, 75 reserves. So there's someone else that gets a penalty, but I didn't pull out the reserves. So we're just going to have to go with it. So it's going to be a power play for Vancouver. All right, so here's the first power play. And I put an X, so I know it's a power play chance. Okay, so it's just going to be 1. And 75. Yes, because of 61. So that'll be another scoring chance here. All right, so that's in the wrong column. So this is 3 scoring chances. So that'll be a scoring chance on the power play for D. Ververgaard again. So Ververgaard on the power play from the slot. This is usually a goal. Slot power play. Yes, it is. That's a goal. So Ververgaard, he will score. And that'll be a power play goal at 13:29. And that's going to be a power play goal. And let's see who assists on this one. So we got D1. So it's going to be line 2, D1, R5. So who did I see scored? Ververgaard scored the goal, right? So he's the R5. So he can't get the R5. Left wing, yeah, Bordeleau. All right, so Ververgaard is having a game here. So Ververgaard with the goal. And Bordeleau with 1 assist. Is there a second assist? Left D, yeah. And Daly. All right, Ververgaard, Bordeleau, and Daly on the power play. 3-0 Vancouver here in the second period. We got 1 minute off the clock. And a 50. Oh, boy, penalty B, home and away. Let's see if we can figure this out. Penalty B, home and away. So the visitors, do I have a Z2 who's going to get 5 for spearing? I do not have a Z2. So let's check the second flip for the home team. Do I have a Z2, 5 minutes for slashing? I do not have a Z2. So we had a spear and a slash, and the ref's just going to let them both go. He didn't see it. And so it's Seals getting clubbed. Yeah, so no penalties on that one. So we're gonna play on. That was easy enough. 3 minutes. So we got 1, 2, 3. Late in the second period. 35 is nobody. 2 minutes. It's our final flip of the second period. 99. There's going to be another scoring chance for Vancouver. Chance to really put them away. L. Body the defenseman. Interesting. So Body the defenseman from the blue line and potential save. So the save on Milosh is 5, 9, and 12. So the save is a 3, and he will score. So Body will score late in the period. He's going to score at 19:08. And Body, who has an assist, will get a goal. And it's now 4-0. So they've cashed in on all 4 of their scoring chances. He's out there with the bench. I don't have the bench, so I'm gonna have to flip again. I don't have the bench handy. So it's gonna be L2 and D1. So I got the center. So Odlefson, line 2's been really good. So Odlefson was gonna get this one here. And the left wing will be Bordeleau. So Body from Odlefson and Bordeleau. And that is that. And that is the end of the period. So let's check the shots on goals. Let's shuffle these up here. A rare Canucks game, yeah. And they're taking it to the Seals here. No problem at all. It is 4-0. So let me get that 4 up there. So they got 4 goals in this second period, right? And they are crushing the poor Seals in Milosh in this game. All right, so let's check the shots on goal, which is what I like to do here. You guys watching some college football? Yeah, I suppose it is kind of college football time. All righty, so 0 with 4 is 6, so they have 11 shots on net, and 4 chances with 1 is 10. So 13 to 11 are shots on goal. Not very good at all. All right, so let's get back here. This is 1974-75 is what we're playing here right now, Rob. And so let me get my I got my cream soda out. I've been drinking bad today. I did have some water, but I've been drinking. I Diet Pepsi at lunch. Now I have this. Very carbony. Okay, so let's go into the third period. See if the Seals can get on the board. And 1 minute off the clock. 11. No, it's only 1-8. 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. 24 is nobody. A minute off the clock. 32 is nobody. 3 minutes off the clock. Fast moving period. 39 is nobody. 3 more minutes off the clock. 13 is nobody. 1 minute. 47 penalty on the Seals. Do I have a Z or an X2? I have a Z. Stewart. So Stewart will pick up a penalty here for the Seals, and they will be shorthanded again. So power play for the Canucks. So this will be the first power play. 17. Nope, that's nothing. So this will be the second power play. 79. Yes, that will be in scoring range. So scoring chance on the power play for Vancouver. H. Finally, the top line, Boudria. So Boudria on the power play from the slot, and that's a goal. So Boudria on the power play, that goal coming at 13:59. Second power play goal, and Boudria will get the goal. Let's see who's going to assist here. D1, so it's line 1, D1. The left wing, so he's his own left wing. 6, he's his own 6. And the left D, so Daly. So Boudria from Daly on the power play. I always give it 3 flips, is what I try to do for assists. And that is that. So 5-0 for the Seals. I mean, for the Canucks over the Seals. Yeah, I've been eating bad today too. All right, so we got 4 minutes off the clock. Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4. And nothing. And 3 minutes, and that'll do it. So that'll end the game. So the score here in Vancouver, Vancouver scores on all 5 of their scoring chances. and they win this one 5-0. Final shots on goal is going to be 5, 6, and 7 is what, 18? 18 for the Seals and 23 for the Canucks. So Milosh gets the loss. He saw 23 shots on goal. He gave up 5 goals. He had 18 saves. Smith gets the win, 18 shots. He gets the shutout, saving 18, and that is that. So that is some shootout hockey. Now, don't go away. The shootout hockey, have you played? Hang on a sec. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Have you guys played Shootout EZ? That's the free quick play version of Shootout Hockey. Quick play, Shootout EZ quick play. We will play these two teams, and we will play a game of Shootout quick play, and I'll talk about how that goes. It's fairly simple. So here is our Shootout EZ. All right, so we'll play the same teams and the same goalies. All right, so we're going to go California with Milosh. And we can zoom in a little bit closer on this one. And it's going to be Vancouver with Smith. All right, so we need to roll for offense and defense, just like we did. It's a rematch. And so it's a 6. That's terrible. So it's going to be, they will be H, and they will be D. And the goalies, Milosh will be F, so that's a little bit better. And Smith will be a D. All righty, so if I look at my chart, so it's the same chart for both teams. So I have California H on D. So H on D is -4. So the easy rating is -4. So I'll be rolling down here, and I got to roll really high to get something here. And Vancouver is D on F. So D on F is actually +2. That's pretty good. So +2. So we're going to roll our dice. Again, we don't use the shootout cards for this one. This is all dice. And you got to use 10-sided dice. Can I read the lineups? Yeah, you can read those. Can you read those? So I got Milosh in net with Smith. And I don't know who else played in the game, So, all righty. So let's, so these are, you're rolling 10-sided dice is what you're doing now. 10-sided dice. So you're getting from 1 to 100 is what you're doing. And 100 is kind of like the mystery one. And I had a fun time. I worked with John on the mystery rolls. We had a good time with that. All right. So you just roll period by period. It goes really fast. So for California, -4, I need to get 69 giggity or better. 69 or better. Oh, I get a 93. And that's going to be good for 2 goals. So what I have here in -4, a 93 is 2 goals. Wow, California, 2 goals in the first. I should have played the EZ. So they're up by 2. Let's see what Vancouver does. So they're on +2. A 38 +2 is going to be, that'll be good for 1. So Vancouver gets 1. So it's 2-1 after 1 period. So now we're going to have California on -4 again. A 37 is going to be, nothing. So nothing in the second period. Vancouver, a 52 off of column 2. That'll be good for 1. So they've tied the game. It is 2-2. California. Another 93 for California. We said that was good for 2, right? So California with 2 in the third. It is 4-2. Last gasp, 21. Ain't going to get it done. That'll be absolutely nothing. So the final score in the EZ It's California 4 and Vancouver 2. So that was quite different. That was kind of neat, actually. Alrighty, so let's play another game, but we're gonna take on a different set of guys. Alrighty, we'll keep Vancouver on the table, but they're gonna have to play 1990-91 Edmonton. Alrighty, so that's what we're gonna play here. So let's see who's in net for each team. 45. So we have Ranford in net. So Edmonton with Ranford. And who's in net for Vancouver? A 35 is going to be Gamble. Okay, let's check to see what their statuses are. Oh, Ranford got the 1, a D1. So Ranford's going to be a D. Oh, I didn't check the offense. I'll do that next. And he'll be an E. So that worked out. All right, let's check the offenses. So they're away, so they'll be an E. So we don't got to worry about that. And home on the white is good for E. So E and D and E and E. So E and D. So for Edmonton, E on E, 0. And E on D is -1. So that's what's going on here. So, all righty. Let's get this going here. Rapid fire game. Yeah, I'm just having some fun ripping through some games tonight. There's some Apple hockey being played here tonight. And a lot of games being played here tonight. Not on my channel, but on some of the other channels. I try to play some very different games here tonight, mixing it up. All righty. So the Canucks going to get tuned up. Is that what we're talking about? Some tuning here. All right. So Edmonton off of column 0. So let me check this here. Column 0. A 46 off of 0. That'll be good for a goal. So Edmonton will get a goal here in the first period. Vancouver off of -1. 60 off of -1. That'll be good for a goal. So we're tied 1-1 after one period. 84 on a 0. That'll be good for 2 goals. And Edmonton goes up 3-1. Vancouver with a 91. And that'll be good for 2 goals. So we are tied 3-3 going into the third. A 65 on 0, and that'll be good for 1. So Edmonton with a 1-goal lead. It is 4-3. Here we go. Vancouver, a 9, and a 9 is 0. So the final score here will be 4-3. Who had that on their bingo card? 4-3. You were close, Ray. You were close. All righty. Do we have any Calgary fans here? We're gonna go to the Saddle Dome, and we're gonna have Chicago take on Calgary here. This is another one of my favorite seasons to play. Is 90-91. Let's see who's in net. Belfour. So Chicago and Eddie the Eagle will be in the net. And Calgary, 64. Oh, no, a Walmsley. So for Calgary, they're going to go with Walmsley. What's it? Walmsley. All right, let's check the goalies. And Belfour will be a C. And Walmsley will be a D. That's not too bad, actually. And away, E. And home, B. Okay. And Crew Fan played some red ice hockey tonight. I played some baseline tonight. You see my fictional baseline? Yeah. I got one more game to play after this, and I'll show you what's going to be. Could be kind of fun. So 7-2 Calgary, huh? Everyone's picking the Calgary. Oh, one guy picked the Blackhawks. Scott likes his Blackhawks. Alrighty, so what do I have here? So Chicago is E on D, so they'll be -1. And then Calgary B on C, they'll be +1. So there's a 2-column difference here. Here we go. Dave Little, you missed it. I did some wrestling. Do you think you could hang out for a few minutes, Dave, or you got to run? Because this game plays in 1 minute, and I'll pull the wrestling on again and see if I'm playing it correct. You got a couple of minutes, Dave, to do that? Because we got the Phil Singer on here. Let me know. All right, so let's roll the dice here. Chicago, 84 and -1 is going to be good for 2 goals. So Chicago gets a couple of goals here in the first period. 62 with a +1. That should be good for a goal, and it is. So Calgary with 1, it's 2-1 after 1. A 59 -1. That'll be good for a goal. So 3. I just said farewell to the Buckeyes. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And a 10, that's going to be nothing. So it's 3-1 Chicago going into the third. And a 5 is going to be 0. So they need a big roll. Big roll here. 65 with +1. Oh, that'll be good for 2. So they tie this game with a terrific effort. It is going to be 3-3. So we have an overtime now. Now we do have an overtime chart, and it's just kind of roll to see what happens here. So I'm just going to roll on the chat. Oh, we roll off the home team. That's right. So it's going to be +1. So I'm over here. So what's going to happen is, no, that can't be right. Oh yeah, okay. 1-36. 2 less football games to stress you out. Okay, so 1-36, and Calgary wins. 37-65, they lose, and anything above that's a tie or a shootout. All right, so here we go. We want low for Calgary, and we get a 79, and that's going to be a tie. So we'll just call it a tie. We're just going to go tie. So the final score will be 3-3 here in Calgary, and that'll do it there. So that is Shootout EZ. I like Shootout EZ. Again, you can play a game in 1 minute. You get the teams out, you get the ratings, and you're done. 1 minute. No joke. So that is Shootout EZ. So let me put this away, and we're going to, now that Dave's here, we're going to pull out the wrestling. I want to see if I'm doing that correctly. I was enjoying the wrestling. I really was. I had a fun time with the wrestling. All right, let me put this back on. All right, so we can get some light on the subject. Let me bring this back down. Oh, no, I think that was messing it up, right? I think I got to take that light off. All right, so let me put my shootout away. So we had some fun with that tonight. So we'll go back to the wrestling game. I hope you guys are having fun tonight. I don't know how much longer I'll stick on. I know I've been on for a while, but just wanted to show off a whole bunch of different games. I really did. All righty, so let's go back on the table here. And we got my my wrestling game here. So here's my game instructions. Okay. Yes, I got a lot of help here. Crew Fan was helping me out earlier. And I think I was getting the hang of it. I had some good matches. I had Fuji and Saito. Let me see who I got over here. I got some extra stuff here. So I got I got the Hammer Valentine. Let's go the Hammer Valentine. Some of these guys I don't know. And how about Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Beefcake. All right, so let's go with that. So I got my instructions here. So I'll keep these out because I know I'll probably need these. Again, I enjoyed it. I think I was playing it a little bit wrong. I got some of my rolls wrong. All right, so, all right, here we go. All right, we have to do this correctly. All right, we have to make sure everybody knows. All righty. This next match is for 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit. In this corner, from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 243 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And in this corner, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 273 pounds, it is Brutus the Barber Beefcake. All righty. Here we go, gentlemen. I want a fair match. And here we go. So I'm going to go Valentine in red and Barber in white is what I'm going to do. All righty. Yeah, Bernie, I just want to play a bunch of games tonight. I just thought that'd be fun to kind of mix it all up. All right, let's see if I can get this done right this time. All righty. All righty, so here we go. So red and white. So, it's going to be Brutus the Beefcake. He's going to come out on the offense. I don't know what this white thing is here. So a 5 is going to go head to the buckle. And a 3 over his Days. And we go back to number 1. So Valentine is Days after a headbutt to the turnbuckle there. Brutus the Barber in control here. A jumping head ringer. And but Valentine's going to reverse this. Valentine gets out of the way. Valentine's a knee to the midsection. And Beefcake is Days, and he's not happy about that. They're walking around the ring, looking at each other. And it's going to be a 2. It's going to be a shoulder tackle by Valentine. But Beefcake's going to reverse this one. He's going to reverse the shoulder. And we got an atomic drop. And Valentine is Days after the atomic drop. He gets up, shaking his head, the blonde hair going everywhere. And let's see, it's going to be a 6 over here. Another atomic drop. And it's going to be 2. So he's hurt. Valentine's is stunned after the second atomic drop. We're in level 2 right now. And it's going to be a clothesline. And he is down. Oh, boy, Valentine is down. It's all Beefcake right now. Beefcake, Beefcake. And a 1. A wind-up punch to Valentine. Valentine, he avoids it. He avoids it. And he's going to give him another shoulder tackle. And this time it works. And Beefcake can't get out of the way. And he's not happy. And he steps out of the ring for a second. He takes a look around. And now he comes back in. Valentine's going to grab him, though. Valentine, a knee to the midsection. Beefcake, though, avoids it. Swings him around. And a punch. And he's going to strut around. But Valentine says, yeah, he's going to grab him right back as I lost my dice. First one to go tonight. That wasn't too bad. And it's another shoulder tackle. Beefcake misses that one. Valentine misses the shoulder. And it's going to be an atomic drop. And Valentine's going to look at this, all these things here. They keep reversing it, you know. Oh, man. He's going to just Valentine back in control. A 4. Into the ropes we go. All righty. Finally. Something a little different than a reversal here. Into the ropes. A B. Is a 4, a 4B into the ropes. And he's going to get ready for the back body drop, but we're going to spin him around with a pile driver. Valentine not ready for that. Barber with the pile driver. Valentine slow to get up. We have a falling sledge. Oh, no. And Valentine is hurt. We go to level 2. A 5. We got the suplex, and he is hurt again. He is beating up on Greg Valentine. Into the ropes one more time. Into the ropes B, a 10B. And he tries to run a clothesline, but it's a double clothesline. They're both on the ground. The wrestler with the better rope recovers first and rolls on level 3. They're both on the ground, and they're tied. So let me see if the wrestlers have the same rope rating, recovers first and rolls. Then the opponent recovers first. Okay, so Beefcake still in control after the double clothesline. Oh my gosh! And rolling on level 2 this time. So we have a 5. He's going to give him another suplex, and he is down. Valentine grabbing his back, the smart of the back, and now it's a running elbow into the corner. And Valentine is dazed, but he gets to his feet, collects himself. The referee separates him. Barber grabs him with a knee drop, and he is dazed. Back to offense 1. And it's a 1 and a 1. It's a punch and a strut, and he is dazed. And Beefcake doing the little strut here, and Valentine looking around at the crowd, and he can't believe it. The crowd is actually cheering for Beefcake. And it's going to be another knee drop, and he's going to be hurt again. Valentine grabbing his side. There's something wrong with his side here. And now we got a clothesline, and boy, I tell you, Valentine taking a beating here, barely getting back to his feet. And it's going to be into the ropes again. Valentine into the ropes, a 9 this time. And it's going to be, so they try a shoulder tackle. See which wrestler is more powerful. They're the same. Then the opponent knocks you to the mat with a shoulder. So it's going to be a shoulder tackle. And Valentine is down again. It's been Barber. He's going to grab his scissors, and he's giving a little chop with the scissors. He's mocking Valentine as Valentine's having trouble getting to his feet. And now it's another running elbow into the corner, and Valentine's is dazed again. Valentine's gets back up on his feet, though, and it's going to be a head to the buckle. And Valentine is going to, hang on a sec. No, Valentine puts the brakes on. He says, no, I'm not going to take that. And it's going to be a knee to the midsection, and now Beefcake is dancing around. Oh, boy. Valentine now in control, getting his second win right now. And now he's going to send Brutus Barber Beefcake into the ropes. And he's going to be a 5. And it's going to be a big shoulder tackle, knocking him down. Beefcake gets right back up, though. He gets right back up. And it's going to be an elbow smash to the head, and Barber is down. He's grabbing his head, not grabbing his scissors right now. And it's going to be a Valentine chop to the neck. And Beefcake, though, ducks out of the way. And he's going to get it here with a 6. He's going to throw a clothesline on him. And Valentine is hurt. He goes back to level 2. On a 2, it's going to be a knee lift, and that works. And Valentine struggling here. This is going to be a long match. I can tell this one here. And it's going to be a knee drop here, and Valentine struggling to his feet. Beefcake doing a dance, looking at the crowd now while Valentine struggles to get up on the ropes. Beefcake in offense too. The clothesline, and that drops Valentine down one more time. Greg Valentine, the hammer, getting hammered on right now. Into the turnbuckle we go. Where's my turnbuckle? Into the turnbuckle we go. All right. So he's a turnbuckle A. We got a 9. Into the turnbuckle we go. And he's crushed by a big kick. And Valentine staggering around the ring right now. And it's a 4. Into the ropes he goes. Valentine comes off the ropes with a 4. And he gets in the position for a back body drop. But no! Valentine reverses with a pile driver. And just like that, Beefcake is down. A 6. The figure 4 leg lock. Right? So that's a pin, right? When you get the level 3 and you get the thing there, the finisher. So that's the finisher. What do I do on the finisher? Capital letters, automatically rolls on the pin. Oh boy. So he comes across, he's taking a beat and he puts him into the figure 4. Is Brutus the Beefcake? Is he gonna give? No, he kicks out of that. The ref makes him break it up. Woo! Oh boy. And boy, Valentine reversed that one in a hurry, but Beefcake manages to get out of the figure 4. It says 6-2, so add 2 to the Beefcake's pin of 6. Is that what that is? With a 2? If playing, I'm just playing basic right now, so I'm just going to kind of keep it at the 6. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so Valentine now. Oh, he's going to go with a death jump. I got to find the death jump. Oh boy. Valentine, after getting beat up, is going to kind of go crazy here. Where's my death jump? Oh, here it is. All right. So the death jump here, climbing up to the top of the turnbuckle, check your death jump rating. So I check my death jump rating, I guess, right? So my death jump rating is a B. So I have an 8B. Here he comes. And uh-oh. the opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline, and we're in trouble. Valentine, coming off the top rope, takes a clothesline from Beefcake. Beefcake now on offense 3, throws him out of the ring. And let's see now, we got to go to the out of the ring. So I'm using all the charts on this one. This has been a heck of a match, Valentine and Beefcake. So we're out of the ring. Check your ring rating at the bottom of your card. So Valentine's out of the ring, and he's an A with a 4. And he grabs the opponent by the leg, and he drags him out of the ring, and they smash him into the turnbuckle. Oh, boy. So Beefcake is stunned. Valentine rolls him back into the ring. Beefcake, after hitting that pole, is in some trouble. And now we have a shoulder breaker, and Beefcake is down. Valentine goes over, a couple of stomps. He's going to give him a rope bounce. And he is hurt, but he gets back to his feet. Level 2. A headbutt to the midsection. Beefcake reverses the barber with a 4. And he's going to go into the ropes. Into the ropes. Here we go. Into the ropes. 7. And a 7B is going to be, and it's going to be, oh boy, he comes off the ropes, and it's going to be pulled down with a big elbow, and Valentine's on the ground. Level 2 for Beefcake. It's going to be a 6. A clothesline, and Valentine slow to get up. Both wrestlers very tired at this point. It's going to be into the ropes again. Valentine, a 6. And the opponent drops you to the ropes again. We're going to roll again. So rolls, going to send him into the other side. A 9. He tries the shoulder tackle. And depending on the power rating, which they're the same, so I think it's going to be the opponent knocks it to the mat. Yeah, so Valentine is down again. Beefcake beating up on him has had the advantage, although Valentine did get the figure 4, but Beefcake, he kicked out of that. Valentine struggling to his feet. It's going to be a suplex. Boom! And Valentine is down and out. Beefcake with the cover. 1, 2. No, and Valentine kicks out. Just barely gets out of that somehow. And Beefcake's looking at the refs and I want that quicker. Not Quaker, quicker. And so Beefcake still in control here. He's going to give him a power slam, and Valentine somehow manages to get up. And going to get a clothesline here, and boy, Valentine just taking a beating here. Into the ropes. And a 10 this time. Beefcake trying a running clothesline, but it's a double clothesline. Both wrestlers are down on the ground. And Beefcake gets up first, slow to his feet, grabs Valentine by his hair, looking for his scissors, but he can't find them right now. Valentine struggling to stand up. And it's going to be a flying knee smash, and Valentine goes down again. Barbara's still in control. Into the turnbuckle he goes. Boy, I tell you, he's just kind of getting his use. He's using the entire ring. Let's see here. A 9 into the turnbuckle. And it's going to be a big kick to the face. And Valentine falls to the ground. Beefcake walking around him, doing a little strut, doing a little dance here. And this time he's going to go a suplex. Boom! And Valentine grabbing his back again. How much more can Valentine take? Into the turnbuckle. 8A. And it's going to be another big kick in the corner. Beefcake all over him here. And it's going to be a running elbow into the corner. And Valentine starting to bleed. He's got some blood on his face. Into the turnbuckle one more time. Yeah, what is it? It's going to be a 4. A 4A. And he goes into the turnbuckle, but Valentine gets out of the way. and Beefcake goes out of the ring. So Beefcake Barber's out of the ring, and a B4 out of the ring. And Valentine comes over, and a wild brawl erupts. And we roll for disqualification. So they're hitting each other. The ref counting 1, 2. And no, Valentine climbs back into the ring. Can Beefcake get back in the ring? Yes, he does. They both get back into the ring. Wrestlers are exhausted right now. And it's going to be Valentine, though, in control. Valentine. We're going to come over here with a knee breaker. And Barber takes that one. He's hurting now. And it's going to go a falling elbow hammer. And down goes Beefcake. Brutus the Barber on the ground. Here comes the death jump as Valentine's going to try this again. It didn't work so good the first time, but he's going to climb up on the ropes and try it again. Valentine looking at Barber down on the ground. Valentine, the death jump B with a 6. And he jumps in. Oh, he takes a clothesline. Barber gets up and throws a clothesline. That's the second time Valentine tried to climb on the ropes, and it did not work at all. Now we're in 3, and he's going to throw him out of the ring. We're getting our money's worth on this one. We're using all of the charts now. So Valentine's out of the ring, and Beefcake comes out of the ring to join him, and they're going to start hammering away on each other. The wrestlers with the better ring rating, it's going to be Valentine, wins the brawl. And Valentine throws Beefcake back into the ring. He wants to end this once and for all. The throat drop on the ropes. Yes, he knocks him down. Beefcake is down after the throat drop on the ropes. Barber down. Valentine jumps on him. Here we go. Here we go. And it's going to be hook in the leg. A pin of 6. 1, 2. No, and Beefcake kicks out. And we continue on. Valentine, a shoulder breaker, and Beefcake is down. The Barber struggling right now. Another shoulder breaker. He is hurt. We go back to 2. An elbow smash to the head. Valentine hammering away. Now it's going to be another elbow to the head. How many more elbows to the head can he take? Now it's a headbutt to the midsection. Barber getting beaten on here. Now it's a vertical suplex. No, Beefcake reverses. He's going to throw him into the ropes. Going back into the ropes. Yeah, I suppose if I had some fatigue, right, things would be different here. That's all right. Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap this up here. Into the ropes, 6B. And we're going to roll again. And the 7 this time is going to be and we get an elbow drop to Valentine. Valentine drops Beefcake. Beefcake's in some trouble. Oh, no, Valentine's in some trouble. He goes into the ropes. Valentine into the ropes. We're going to have to end this here pretty soon. And it's going to be a shoulder tackle. And Beefcake's in control here. Here we go. Beefcake, we got to wrap this up here. He's going to go we're not gonna go out of the ring again. Let's just try to get this done. A wind up punch, and he's gonna punch him, and down goes Valentine. Offense 3 is this. Oh, he's in the sleeper hold. He's in the sleeper hold. Valentine trying to get out of it. The sleeper holds on him. Beefcake trying to put him to sleep. And 1, 2, 3. And he gets out of it. And we got one more round. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to call it a day. We're going to call it a day here. He's going to give him a wind-up punch. Valentine is dazed. We got the knee drop, and Valentine is hurt. And now we have a knee lift. And Valentine reverses this one. Let's see if he can get back. Each team's had their finishing move and couldn't get it done. So we have an elbow smash to the head. Now we got to wrap this up here. This is going on way too long. We got the hammer, and he is hurt. Another hammer. He is still hurt. Valentine wailing away. We got the knee breaker. Beefcake now is really hurt. He can hardly move. Valentine is still bleeding, by the way. And the suplex is reversed by Beefcake. This is going on forever. And it's going to be we're just gonna go 3 the rest of the way. Time limit draw. We're just gonna go 3 the rest of the way. So he's gonna be hurt. So we're gonna just go stay in 3. Stay in 3. And we're gonna go the flying knee smash. Valentine taking a beating here. And we got a power slam. Valentine down on the ground. Another slam. Another slam. Anything here? A flying knee smash? Nope, nothing yet. Another slam. I'm just staying in 3 because this is getting silly now. He's out of the ring. Now they're back in the ring. Out of the ring, back in the ring. Out of the ring, back in the ring. Yeah, this is getting kind of stupid now. Wind up punch. All right. We need to decide this. Yeah, we're just going to kill it. One more roll. One more roll. And that is that. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. That is that. Yeah. Yeah, as fun as that was, it's got to freaking end, you know? At some point, it's got to end. So I'll have to figure in how to do the, you know. Yeah, so Crew Fan says, if fatigue was that, it would have ended a long time ago. Yeah. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Again, you can just infinitely play this game and it just never ends. So anyway, so that is that. That's Phil Singer Wrestling. It is fun. It's just, yeah, I got to figure out a better way to do that. It reminds me of that golf game I played where it just, you could never get on the green. If you kept rolling a certain way, your ball never landed on the green. So both guys are disqualified for taking too long. It's what I'm going to do. And that is that. Wowzers. It's fun, but yeah, I got to find a way to add the fatigue in there. So maybe I'll do the advance or something like that. I played this before and it was over in like 2 minutes and I had a good time with that, you know. Yeah, the match goes too long. Yeah, I should have disqualified both, but it's just kind of how it went. But anyway, wowzers. All right. So let me turn this other one on here. So that is that, folks. So a little bit of fun here tonight on the channel. Now we can just kind of chat for a few minutes. All right. So Mike, I saw that. Yeah, I was. You know what I couldn't figure out, Mike? I was playing family football tonight. I couldn't figure out why I had 2 white dice. So I had the red and the blue, and that determines who controls. But I need 2 different colored dice to decide, you know, what the next roll is. So I had yeah, I was not sure what to do with that. But the game seemed to go pretty well. I think I had some fun with it, you know. So anyway, but yes, thanks for coming by tonight. Hope you guys had fun. I played a lot of different stuff tonight. That was the idea, was just to come on and have some fun and show off some different games. I don't know how many games I played tonight. You know, maybe 8 or 10 different games, but they were the quicker play games. Just having some fun with it, you know. You did need to roll all 4 dice for the drive advantage roll. Not just okay. That. Okay, so I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I would roll all 4, because if I'm just looking at the 1 die, then the winner gets it. So I'm not sure. I have no idea why the 2 white die would come into play. So that was my question with the game. Is I'm looking at that. I'm saying, why, if I'm just looking at the colored die to see who gets the win, right? So colored die a 10 base, white die is 1 base. Okay, no, I didn't pick up on that. So I played it wrong. I guess I played it wrong. I was reading the directions and I thought I had it, but I guess I'm wrong. So I'll have to go back and redo it. But even if the white die is 1 base, you still need to roll 11 and 66, and you can't do that with 2 white dice. So anyway, we'll square that away, Mike. We'll get that way. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it, even though I was playing it completely wrong. But anyway, so I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight. I know we're a little short of the witching hour here on New Year's, so this will be my last broadcast from 2025. Where did I get the score sheet for Shootout Hockey? I think I don't know if I made them or got them for somebody else, but I put them on the Facebook group, Christopher. If you want, just email me digitaltodice@yahoo.com, and I can email them to you. But I think I put them on the Shootout group and also the Digital to Dice group. So anyway, um, so that is that. Fun night of gaming here. We played a little bit of everything. I really enjoyed the baseline basketball. That was fun, as I have my my new the OBA, the Ohio Basketball Association, with the 6 teams there. That's really kind of fun. I almost played some Stone Cold tonight, but I had a whole bunch of other stuff here I wanted to play. Some stuff I haven't played in a long time, and a lot of new games too. A lot of new games here tonight that or at least games I haven't played in a while. So anyway, so I guess Happy New Year again. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, I'll get Stone Cold back here. I will. I like Stone Cold hockey. It's a fun game. We'll do that again. But thanks for coming by. You guys enjoy your New Year's, and maybe we'll do something like this again at some point this year. Just kind of playing a whole bunch of different games. So I'm gonna go, and I got some leftovers from lunch. I'm gonna go have. That'll be my New Year's dinner. So, and yeah, every time I play, every time you play with new games, we want to. Yeah, well, that's what it is. The idea is to find some different games. And it's just fun to play these games. It just is. I mean, these games are so fun, and that's why I like to show them off. And some are quick games, and some are fast games. And Rowdy says the wrestling will be on its way after tonight. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I need to. I'll read up on the other stuff there to see, because again, it was just an endless loop, but I just couldn't pin these guys. I had 2 of the finishing moves, and I didn't get it, and then I had another pin, I didn't get it. So yeah, there's got to be a fatigue factor here that you can work into. I'll read the directions, and again, we can have Dave Little on. Dave Little was supposed to come on and help me, so we'll get him on here at some point, and he'll walk me through it, and we'll have some fun with that. So that is that. All righty. Actually, I'm getting kind of hungry. I don't think I've eaten in like 10 hours. It's been a long time. Yeah, it didn't look too. I thought the base was a little bit easier. I thought I'd get a pin a lot faster than that, but I guess it was not. Yep. Thank you, Joshua, and I hope you enjoyed some of your Vancouver here. We had the Raiders on Vancouver. Pittsburgh was a big winner here tonight on the channel. It really was. So anyway, all righty. So I'm gonna go watch a little bit of TV myself, and well, tomorrow's New Year's. I'll be around. Maybe you'll see me tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And adding the fatigue will help. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I just couldn't get a pin. I think I only had 3 tries for a pin. And that's just kind of how it went. Okay, I'll send me an email, Christopher, then digitaltodice@yahoo.com. Tell me what you want, and I'll see if I can get that over to you. So, all righty, we are done here tonight. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Happy New Year. And I'm sure we'll see you in a couple of days, if not tomorrow, day after. Bye-bye.